everybody, to the Junior Roller Derby Association Championship Tournament here in Loveland, Colorado. We are now on the final games of the weekend. This is the finale, the gold medal game for the female division. My name is Tchaikovsky, joined by
Cosmic Cruiser, and right now we have Rose versus Santa Cruz for the championship title.
So Rose skating in white this game. Cosmic, tell me who is playing for Rose City.
Rose City, we got number 101, TNT, number 12, Cherry Bomb. We have number 14, Strawberry Short Fuse, number 15, So Feisty. We have number 177, Havoc, number 220, Nico Teen Kills. We have number 314, Elbow Bella. We have number 327, Scooby Doom. Number 408, Zoe Diggity. Number 503, Scar. Number 51, Nessie. Number 64, Addery Helen Wills. Number 7, Vi. Number 867, Teen Titan. And number 900, Fizz Gig.
All right, and skating in blue for Santa Cruz, we have 01, Smash Ketchum, 815, Monkey Wrench, 105, Dolly Darko, 1234, Charismatic, 131, Ida Wild, 1330, F-Bomb, 1958, Speed Demon, 20, Wrecking Bell, 350, BB Gun, 429, Tiger Lily, 50, Vita Vendetta, 666, Skull Crusher, 70, Rocky Balboa, 719, Curl Crusher, also your captain, and 781, Awesome Sauce. Our on-skates officials are Johnny Demonic, Shebra, Judge Double Wapner, Whisk, Shrimp and Roll, Jekyll and Sides, and Extra Crispy. Our non-skating officials are Stack Trace, Officially Mel, Mortal Comcat, Pterodactyl, Thorn, Zookeeper, Goofy, Wednesday Adams, and Gnome Skull. So, each of these teams has won a game.
Won a game.
Won a game because they came in as a higher seed, so they only had to do one win to get to this final. Other teams had to play a little bit more. Santa Cruz handily beating their opponents yesterday. That was Seattle. And Rose handily beating Nashville yesterday. So this game will prove a bit more of a challenge than they've had so far.
Yeah, both of these teams have fought a lot of teams to get into this tournament here, and are now going to be up against each other for the finals.
All right, and our first jam is live. That is Zoe Diggity on the line for Rose, Wrecking Bell for Santa Cruz. These are the Santa Cruz Derby Groms Grom Shells, and of course the Rose City Rollers Rosebuds National All-Stars. All right, we're already ready with the crushing defense. We're we're 20 seconds in, and nobody's gotten past turn 1 yet. We have no lead jammer. So I hope you guys are ready to settle in for a nice defensive grind from both of these teams.
And honestly, we've noticed here from our female division that there's a lot of 2-minute jams that are happening. And it's because the defense from our female players here is just absolutely phenomenal. With that being said, we're approaching a minute here. No lead jam has been called.
And if you know me, you know I like that defense game. But, guys, we got to have a lead at some point. Are we just going to get a nice 2-minute defensive jam? Things breaking up. We're moving into turn 2. Almost. Zoe Diggity almost makes it out, but doesn't quite pass everybody's hips to pick up that lead status. We have seen a lot of lead statuses given where the jammer kind of gets sucked back into the pack, but not this one. All defense.
Oh, wow.
So clean. We're a minute and a half.
I would love to see this first jam go with no lead.
A
star pass.
A star pass.
Trying to make something happen.
Yeah. It's a star pass and a star pass to Awesome Sauce, who is going to the penalty box as the jammer on a cut track call in the first jam. And now we'll see a forearm on another Santa Cruz blocker.
Still, though, Santa Cruz holding this together.
Wow.
is going to start with their jammer in the box. But I
No-
cannot believe that.
No
Did you
lead.
just see that?
Wow. Are we blessed or cursed?
Oh, my goodness. A 2-minute jam here with no lead.
Oh, my goodness.
We are going to get a let's see,
power jam.
A power jam, but Santa Cruz also is going to have another skater of theirs go to the box looking right at the end here. So, I mean, with Santa Cruz down a blocker as well, I don't see this going 2 minutes like the other one did.
So Vi set out for Rose City. You know, again, Santa Cruz is not going to make this easy. We're almost 20 seconds in, no lead. Vi recycled back into turn one. Rose going to prevent them from running back more than 20 feet.
And
wow.
This is just impressive.
And we got a lead jammer. First lead in jam number 2. That is Vi from Rose City Rosebuds. And yes, Awesome Sauce completes the initial out of the box. Vi coming through, hoping to pick up some points. Hearing that call off from the bench.
Let's see it.
Okay, 2.
First 2 points of the game
What a
in
victory.
Jam 2. Hey, I mean, points are points, right?
Points are points. So Rose City takes the first lead in jam number 2. Wow.
I don't think we've seen a game all weekend that has not concluded in at least someone getting lead.
Yeah.
Or, well, someone making points.
I've seen it, but not in jam number 1.
Yes, yeah, jam number 1, yeah.
So Strawberry Short Fuse sent out for Rose, Speed Demon for Santa Cruz. Again, these Rose and Santa Cruz jammers are very well suited. They all are always be pushing forward, trying to get that pack moving. We're seeing a forearm assessed to a Rose blocker as Speed Demon picks up that lead jammer status. In case you're not sure, that number is 1958 Speed Demon. And now we'll see a direction. A second penalty now for 666 on Santa Cruz. That is Skull Crusher. And a star pass to get that star out of the pack. Star pass to the pivot, Scar. And a forearm assessed again at the last minute, the last second really, to Rose 314.
Santa Cruz is able to pick up all 4 points there, though, which means, I mean, I know it's the third jam, but that is technically a lead change.
That is a lead change. It's been 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. We are approaching Jam 4, and it has been 5 minutes. Like I was saying, our female division here, they can last these 2-minute jams.
This defense. Yeah, the open division, we saw a lot faster gameplay, a lot more jumps, a lot of forearms. But this division now, this game, and also these two teams are so well matched. They're both West Coast. They're both West Coast Derby teams. You know, they're learning some similar things. Wow, right up the inside line. That is Charismatic, your lead jammer for Santa Cruz. Right on the outside line. That is clean. Okay.
Yeah.
That is clean on the outside. 4 points up. So Diggity's still working on. No, but I think we've actually had a star pass. I think that, yep, that is a pivot holding the star now for Rose. That is 1-5.
No, I don't.
So I think that is So Feisty holding the star. Yes. So Feisty also the captain for this game. It was Elbow Bell yesterday. So star on. So Feisty is out of the pack, completing the initial. So Charismatic on a second scoring pass. Wow, okay. So taking a hit.
Calling it while taking the hit there.
Yeah. Okay, just in time, too. I mean, that was a risk.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Well, Santa Cruz here with the highest scoring jam so far.
8 points. We've got a graphic for that. Yeah, we'll show you that at the halftime. So now number 7 up for Rose. That is Vi back on the line with Tiger Lily.
Now you really can see both of our defensive teams here starting farther back so they can get that speed rolling back to take advantage of as much space as they possibly can on these jammers. I will say Tiger Lily is out for Santa Cruz and has gotten lead, coming around on a scoring pass now.
And 7-8-1 for Santa Cruz. That is Awesome Sauce back in the box with a multi. Second penalty for them. So we're just watching this. Great Rose 2 walls.
Wow.
I've seen so many great 2 walls this weekend. I'm determined to get better at it.
And it looks like Vi there is going to pass the star.
Second star pass to Scar.
Santa Cruz not getting all the way through, but is going to call it off. And let's see what she picked. Yep, 4 points here.
Yep, going to get them. So 3 star passes already by Rose.
Number 20 on the line for Santa Cruz is Wrecking Bell.
Adriel on wheels, first time out. Along with Wrecking Bell. So I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 jammers so far. 4 jammers so far for Santa Cruz. I think just 3 for Rose. I'll have to take a check on that. Adriel on wheels in the back of the pack, stuck on this Santa Cruz tripod.
Yeah,
Grompod.
Like Santa Cruz is deciding that a tripod is enough, and they're going to send an extra person up to play some offense or bridge
and
as
also
needed.
Mind the bridge there.
Yes.
To play some offense for Wrecking Bell.
Those Rose City blockers are doing a lot of work too.
Okay, Wrecking Bell, a quick recycle to the inside. Definitely not allowing those Rose skaters to go too far back. And that is lead jammer once again for Santa Cruz. Lead for Wrecking Bell. Adriel on wheels has not completed the initial big ol' apex jump. Nice and clean. 4 points on the board. 1 Rose blocker in the box. That is the pivot with a direction call. Captain So Feisty.
Hitting that jam, getting knocked out here, and going to decide to call it off.
6 points total on that jam. 22 points for Santa Cruz, 2 points.
Now, look at this score here. Santa Cruz is pulling far ahead here. They've had multiple leads in a row, and it is showing 22-2 right now.
So 20-point game. We still have 20 minutes left in the first half here. I think the most number of jams I've seen so far this weekend has been, 26 jams in a half? I think that was our call.
Yeah, I think that was ours. Yeah,
our call yesterday with Pittsburgh and Des Moines, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, just the call and
it was
the lead
that
and the
was
call
whole
off.
thing. It was lead, points, call.
So we got Zo Diggity back on the line with Rose, a Speed Demon for Santa Cruz, and it's going to be Speed Demon once again.
Beautiful apex jump here.
I think this is the second time we've seen Speed Demon. 100% lead percentage.
Yeah.
That's numbers I can do.
Zo Diggity is making it out too. And look at that. Some nice track awareness. Has one hand out of bounds, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as you're upright on your skates, the one hand doesn't matter.
One hand is okay. 2 hands is down.
Yes.
But it has to be 2 hands out to be out of bounds.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty charismatic for Santa Cruz.
So 26-2. And neither of these teams were they didn't look particularly challenged by their opponents earlier this weekend.
No,
Who, teams who had to win a game in order to play them. So they were already, maybe operating at an oxygen deficit there. Vi and Charismatic on the line. Vi for Rose, Charismatic for Santa Cruz. Vi knocked out to the outside, gonna have to recycle behind that jam line. Santa Cruz 2-wall is there, but so is number 867. That is Teen Titan playing some offense here for Vi. Hoping that maybe there can be a lead jammer status for Rose. Again, knocked out to the inside line. Recycling back behind number 50 for Santa Cruz. That is Vita Vendetta. And again, that tripod. You could see how slippery this floor is. Charismatic still not lead. Also getting offense. So, these pods are doing the same things. The offense coming from F-Bomb 1330 for the Grom Shells. No lead, and we're a minute in.
I think we're going to get a destruction penalty here. Santa Cruz has got to be careful holding that bridge and going between bridging and offense, because that is the risk,
Yes.
is the destruction of pack.
Right, and that was F-Bomb, who was, bridging and playing some offense.
Yes.
It's such a fine line. Okay.
We have a pass, so
A
no lead
star
jammer,
pass.
but deciding to pass it, and it works out. Because
Skull
that means
Crusher.
Santa Cruz is going to be on a point.
They're
pass.
scoring, yeah.
Yes. And looks like Santa Cruz is going to score all 4 points there.
Ooh. So Rose losing their pivot to the box. Vi stuck with the recycle. Already looking a little winded here. Santa Cruz, not necessarily, it's interesting to see, when you'll bridge and do the reform. And a cut track call as the jam comes to the end on 101. That is TNT for Rose. 8-point jam, but not until there was a star pass. No lead jammer.
No lead jammer here.
A second jam with no lead jammer.
Santa Cruz decides to star pass, and it works.
Yeah, you got to get that star out somehow.
And Rose City,
That's the second
we're on
one.
jam 8 here.
That's
and
the second one with no lead.
That
right?
is our
Yeah.
second 2 minute with no lead.
Holy moly.
But I wanna say Rose here got points on the second jam and
Yes.
has not had points since.
Oh my gosh. So, we will have a lead jammer this time. That is Tiger Lily. Strawberry Short Fuse back on the line. She's the one, I believe, who scored the points, or was that the star pass to the pivot? I'll have to look at the stats later.
Yes, we will. We'll figure that out at halftime.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So that is Strawberry Short Fuse with the star in hand.
Tiger Lily here almost pushing this out of play. If Tiger Lily can push this 2-all out of play and get on out here. And Tiger Lily does. 4 points on the board. Strawberry Short Fuse still stuck in this pack.
Definitely a lead, but Rose has been making Santa Cruz work very, very
Yes.
hard for this. Star pass to the Rose pivot. That is number 1-2 Cherry Bomb. So Tiger Lily's the lead jammer. Calling it off, not allowing Rose to score.
Looks like a Rose blocker does save 1 point here.
A point's a point.
Yeah, every point matters,
1
right?
point denied. All right, now the highest scoring jam of the game. 11.
11. But not without a lot of work.
And this is interesting. So Santa Cruz has been a very clean team so far this weekend. They have 8 penalties already to Rose City's 5. 1 person on 3. And we're back. Zodiggity for Rose, a Wrecking Bell for Santa Cruz. The box is clear.
Our pack is moving really fast, which means there's going to be a lot of openings for these jammers.
And honestly, all these jammers need is a little bit of space and a... Okay, we're going to see a recycle. No, we're going to see a penalty. There is a back block on Vita Vendetta. So Rose absolutely going to test the legality of everything with
Rose
Santa Cruz.
2-wall here.
Nice.
Holding every last second. I mean, Santa Cruz gets lead, but not without a lot of trouble here from Rose.
38 seconds to get lead.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And guys, this is just the first half. It's going to be so interesting to see what happens in the second.
Yeah, and I honestly fully expect us to see at least one more 2-minute jam without a...
Ooh.
We have a hard hit here.
Yeah, right into the side of that Santa Cruz blocker. We will have an injury call. We did not have a lead jammer. Right?
I believe Santa Cruz had made it out for lead.
Okay, they did. Okay.
They might choose the continuation anyway, so I believe they're allowed even if
Gotcha.
Even if there's not a lead. But
Gotcha.
sometimes it's not worth it.
Feels very situational.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So as far as jammers so far, we can tell you guys this. We've had 2 jams so far with no lead.
Yeah.
Wow. including the first jam.
The very first jam.
I could see us both like, is this happening right now? Is this really what we're seeing right now? So
No points either.
We feel the same. None points scored. Only points scored in jam number 2. A 4-ish jammer rotation for Santa Cruz. We see Charismatic, Speed Demon, Wrecking Bell, and Tiger Lily going out to jam. Skull Crusher, Awesome Sauce, Skull Crusher and Awesome Sauce have been the main pivots.
Absolutely.
And we've seen 2 star passes. Yeah. 2 star passes. Yes, that was a hard fall. And 3 star passes for Rose. So I mean, despite the score right now, Santa Cruz is having to work really, really hard for all of those points.
Yes, absolutely.
If Rose is going to lose this game, they're not going to make it easy.
Not at all.
And shout out to all of our wonderful volunteers, especially our medics who make sure we can continue to play safely and to take care of us when we take those big spills.
And I want to say, I don't know if you've noticed, but our Rose team over there is dressed to the nines.
The nines.
Their coaching staff is ready for this final game here.
Yeah, they are. Sparkle Sunday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you do more announcing, you got to get your glitter on.
I do. For my peeps listening back at home, the next game I announce, I need to have sparkles.
Especially if it's Sunday. And Saturday is always Catterday.
Saturday's Catterday?
Catterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Now you're a real announcer. If you got a pair of cat ears and a sparkly something in your closet, you're an announcer, in case you didn't know.
Yes, that is how
That's
real
how we
announcers
know.
come to be.
That's how we identify each other in the wild. All right, back to the game. We got Adria Hill on wheels for Rose City, Wrecking Bell for Santa Cruz. Both teams have a blocker sitting in that penalty box. We did see TNT go for Rose for a direction in the last in this jam, and then who is that? 350 BB Gun with a forearm.
I believe they did do a continuation. Look at this jam time here.
Yeah. Okay. So Wrecking Bell is your lead jammer,
and actually just scored 4 points on that initial, on that first pass. It's a point scoring pass.
So a bit of a short jam.
Yes.
A little hit on the hip, but that's just enough to propel Wrecking Bell forward. Got to use the energy that is given.
Yes, good work of that circular motion there, using the hit as power to move forward.
So you play at home.
Oh, yes, I do.
So what are you going to take away from this weekend?
A big thing I'm going to take away from this weekend is to not get so stressed as a viewer. Oh my goodness, there's been so many games that are just so close this weekend.
Just enjoy it.
And it has been so amazing, but so stressful.
Speed Demon taking like 2 or 3 steps and getting almost to full speed. I guess that's why her name is Speed Demon. Strawberry Short Fuse trying to push the Santa Cruz wall forward, hopefully out of play. We'll see what happens. That has not happened to anybody yet.
This is getting close to turn 1, still being held up. Already 30 seconds in. No lead jammer established.
We've got some confusion on maybe who the Rose jammer is, but definitely Speed Demon in the back there for Santa Cruz. Also, maybe trying to push the Rose tripod out of play. All 4 of the Rose blockers are there. And we're going to see a forearm. A forearm on Strawberry Short Fuse for a power jam given up to Speed Demon. And Elbow Bell heading back to the box.
And wow, look at this. Our Rose defense here running back Santa Cruz's jammer. And Santa Cruz deciding to make a start pass.
Okay.
Saying, I'm tired. I need you to help me out.
We don't need lead to score points. It's fine.
Yes.
So this is now the second, at least the second star pass that Awesome Sauce has taken. Wow, right on the inside line.
Yeah, Awesome Sauce making quick work here.
And Santa Cruz blocker heading to the box. That is Rocky Balboa for a direction call.
We're going to have another Santa Cruz blocker go to the box here.
Getting into some penance trouble now. Or I guess it's just a break in the middle of this grinding defensive jams that we're seeing.
Strawberry short fuse.
Yeah, monkey wrench, the last line of defense.
Yes. Can Strawberry short fuse put out an end? Strawberry short fuse does.
That's the initial. Not lead.
Both of these teams holding so strong that they don't have the time to make it out and come and get points.
But 8 points for a pivot.
Yeah, yeah, Santa Cruz deciding to star pass again, and it works.
It works.
It is working.
They're like, okay, we haven't gotten lead. It's been 30, 40 seconds. Let's get the star out. Let's try and score points.
Yeah.
And relying on that defense to make sure the other jammer never gets out to get lead and call off the jam. Vi back on the line for Rose City. Charismatic for the Santa Cruz Grom Shells.
Our box is completely clean now, so we have all of our skaters on the track. Vi is going to get run back here. And let's see, Charismatic as well.
But look at this pack control Rose has. Like we're going back this many feet. We're stopping right here. We're going to catch a jammer.
And each of them bridging perfectly to keep it 10 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet.
Ooh.
Hard hit looks like to the face
Big
here.
spill on Curl Crusher, the pivot for Santa Cruz. Vi looking like she's had enough of this jam.
And we can't really see it, but it looks like Charismatic is also stuck on some Rose blockers to the top of the pack.
Everybody's stuck. Everybody's stuck.
And wait, nobody's gotten out.
Nobody's gotten out. I'm just saying nobody's gotten out.
We are
no
over
star
a minute.
pass. No
star
star pass.
Nobody's gotten out.
No lead.
And as we're saying that, as us being witches, Santa Cruz's jammer is pushing to the last skater here, number 101.
Ooh. TNT. Dynamite. So finally, TNT is out of play. Stops blocking. That's the other part. You just have to stop actively doing stuff. You don't actually have to move out of the way.
Yeah, yeah.
24 seconds left in this jam, and we finally have a lead jammer in Charismatic.
That is crazy.
Vi never completing the initial, star in hand. We see that pivot looking back. I think that is Cherry Bomb with the stripe. Cherry Bomb's like, I don't know if I want to take this star either. I don't know if that's a wise decision.
Taking the star pass was complete, but it was in the last couple of seconds. So, I mean, when lead is called with 30 seconds left, it's almost like the star pass isn't going to do you too much good.
I mean, it only does anything if you can get out of there. So 3 points picked up by Santa Cruz.
It looks like Rose helping Vi get back to the bench here after a long, hard 2-minute jam.
Yeah, that was a rough one. So Vi going to take a seat. Havoc sent out for Rose. I think this might be the first time we're seeing Havoc. Tiger Lily for the Grom Shells. I'm going to have to find out what a Grom is. I actually don't know.
A Grom? Yes, it's got to be some kind of weaponry.
And hey, we've got a lead for Rose City. Havoc, first time out with the star.
Yes, this is actually the first time they've gotten lead jam since Jam 2.
Yes.
So you can hear our crowd here for Rose. Really, really happy about that. So that means Rose is going to be on a scoring pass.
Rose is on a scoring pass. So Tiger Lily now being stopped, not completing the initial. Grom's losing. Blocker to the box for a direction.
Rose, let's see, Havoc falling down a couple of times here, but is like landing on one hand. So they're still considered upright and in bounds.
First scoring pass, first scoring jam for Rose. Jam number what? 3 and then 14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Awesome Sauce is
and another star
actually going to take a star pass here.
So Santa Cruz strong with the defense, but also not really worried about taking a star pass. I think, that's going to be a cut. I saw that toe stop go right out.
Toe stop came out on the end here.
Awesome Sauce.
That means Havoc is going to be on a power jam. And Rose City saying, I want you to call it.
Oh,
let's start on a power.
I saw another cut being called at the end. I don't know who. Okay, it was on a Santa Cruz blocker.
Oh my goodness.
So Santa Cruz
This is
now.
what Rose needed.
This is what Rose needed. Disadvantage, highest scoring jam, matching Santa Cruz with 11 points, 13 to 68. Handing Rose a power jam. 2 of the blockers are in a box. Romshell's jammer is in the box,
wow.
and it's a pivot who took the star. So I mean, I don't know. They all look like they're pretty good at jamming, but
Yeah.
there's something to say for that.
And, you know, things happen. Awesome Sauce has gotten a good amount of points for Santa Cruz, but it's not going to last all day and sadly collects a penalty here, giving Rose a little advantage.
As the jammer.
And actually, I'm sorry, Rose has beat the biggest record here. It's at 12 now.
We got 5 minutes left in this half.
Wow. 5. So this is our lowest scoring game all weekend. 5 minutes left in this half. It's 68 to 14. Rose is going to start on a power here with only 2 blockers to be worrying about.
And that is So Diggity taking that lead for Rose City Rosebuds. Awesome Sauce sitting in the box. Oh, nice hops and a knock by the Santa Cruz pivot. Yeah, that is Curl Crusher, the captain for this game.
It's not
if you got to hit one, I hope you don't have to hit Curl Crusher.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Santa Cruz's jammer is out of the box.
But Zodiggity is here in another scoring pass. Wants it. Oh, big hit by Curl Crusher. The Santa Cruz line lines up right there. They're really smart with the zone play here. They're making Rose's pack work against their own jammer. Awesome Sauce is trying to just push this Rose pack enough into their own pack to make them break up. It's a strategy.
Yeah.
And look, a star pass to Curl Crusher.
So Awesome Sauce got the star pass originally, and Awesome Sauce is now passing it to what is that? Cruel Crusher.
Yes. Curl Crusher.
Rose.
Say that 5 times fast.
Ain't that right? Rose calling it off and collecting 8 here. So for a
Worth
second
it.
there, I was saying, I don't know, Santa Cruz is going to run away, but Rose is saying 2 jams, collecting 20 points.
You know what, though? This means they're making adjustments, and they're doing it before the second half. So, I mean, we always knew Rose would have a smart bench, you know.
Absolutely.
Smart bench. Santa Cruz has a very smart bench. So, I mean, this is going to come down to penalties, jammer penalties, time management. Like, it's a really high-level game.
And Rose had a little advantage there, and they absolutely took advantage. They
really
used
did. They really capitalized. Here we are, new jam and new jammers. Adriel on Wheels, Wrecking Bell for Rose and Santa Cruz, respectively. No lead yet, but that's honestly what we expect. We expect to sit there and watch defense for at least 30 seconds now. And that's what we're getting at the top of turn 1 and 2, right in that apex, making Wrecking Bell take a spill there to the inside line. Wow.
I mean, it's
Stop watching
to
the
laugh
score,
at.
guys. Just watch the defense.
Yeah,
Just watch
really.
this defense. So Santa Cruz pivot now, seeing the bridge. Adriel on Wheels, thinking maybe she can push this pack out of play or at least make them bridge some more. But they're barely moving forward. They're just barely doing the thing. Any step backwards will be capitalized on by either of these teams. So if you want to see jammers always be moving forward, this is the game.
Yeah, I mean, both
Wow.
of them, as you can see, they've moved past turn 2, and they are moving forward, but the pack is staying together.
And they've both realized at this point that if they can push a jammer out and recycle, they will. You know, like it's a given. Now we will see some offense by 9-0-0. Fizz Gig had great offense.
30 seconds left, a minute and 30 seconds, and we have a lead.
That's 3 in a row now for Rose,
oh
right?
my goodness. Rose, yes, 3 in a row now. And
that offense by Fizz Gig was so good. Do you know why?
why?
Waited for their jammer.
Yes.
They pushed the person, but they held them for a bit, waited for their jammer, hit the next person, made sure their jammer was close enough to take it.
It looks like Rose's bench is signaling, we want one more point before the jam ends.
Do it!
But I do not believe is going to be able to catch it.
No, because if they had, they would have gotten that not on the track point. The Santa Cruz pivot is now sitting in the box. That was jam number 16. We're going to have not as many jams in this first half. We only got a minute and 26 on the clock.
So if my memory serves me right, Rose got 4 leads in total, and 3 of them were in the last 3 jams.
Yeah. They're on a streak. Okay, yeah, direction call on 781 in the box. That is Awesome Sauce, our perennial pivot. Vi and Speed Demon together again. So Vi's back on the track after taking some hard spills in the last jam she was in. Speed Demon not being allowed speed.
Yeah.
Vi looking for the opening. She needs to just push through.
You know, and back at my hometown, we call this being in a sad place when you are stuck in between this tripod and it's just like
every jammer
there's
watching
nothing
this
you can do. Yeah, I mean,
is in the sad place with Vi and Speed Demon right now.
Yeah, if you were a jammer watching this, I know you've got to be a little bit cringing at least.
You're thinking of
like,
ways
oh.
you're thinking of ways to convince your coaches to give you offense every jam, every pass.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so Speed Demon again having to recycle. They're going to go all the way back to the jam line if they can. Trying to punch through, but just getting stuck in the middle of the tripod. So 781 Awesome Sauce again trying to play a little offense here. But I think you have to hold one of these rose blockers for a little while. Make sure that jammer's actually through.
And we're over a minute in this jam, and we're actually behind where we started.
No lead,
and we're behind where we started. I mean, I feel like we're moving the wrong direction here, right?
Yeah.
This is amazing. Amazing work from these blockers.
OPR's keeping an eye on the back of the pack, the mid pack, the
now
top.
This would be absolutely hilarious if the first jam of this half was 2 minutes with no lead, and the last jam of this half is 2 minutes with no lead.
I mean, you about to get your wish. We got 8 seconds. I don't think anybody's getting it. And we're going to see a penalty assessed to a rose blocker.
But it's not going to matter. I cannot believe that. In this first half, it's going to be Santa Cruz leading right now with 68 to Rose's 26.
No lead, no initial in the first and last jam of this half.
That is insane.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I feel like I have to retire now. I think after this, man. What?
Well, I do want to say, if Rose comes back this half and plays like they did those last couple of jams,
it can be done. We've seen crazier stuff this weekend. You saw the last game.
Yeah, actually, talking about that, you guys need to go check out the last game.
Oh, my gosh.
That was amazing.
We're going to go look at some numbers. We'll be right back in 10-ish minutes. Wow. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, we are back for the second half of this exhausting game, and I'm just sitting here. My name is Tchaikovsky, joined by Cosmic, and we got just a couple of things to talk to you about before we get back to the game. We got about a minute and a half, so turn on your closed captions because I do got to talk fast. So Santa Cruz leading with the penalties, 19 penalties in the first half. That's a lot for them. 10 for Rose. And, you know, we've had at least one jammer penalty apiece. We've had 5 star passes for Santa Cruz, at least 4 star passes for Rose, if my numbers are correct, and at least 3 jams with no lead jammer. So this has been kind of wild. Cosmic, tell me the story of the game so far.
So, well, right off the bat, we had 0-0, and then Rose picked up our very first points of the game. But it looked like Santa Cruz then took control of pretty much the entire rest of that first half, all the way up until the very, very end.
And as you can see on this points per jam on our overlay here, like you can see there's a few spaces there where there's just no star at all, which means there was no lead jammer. And you see that Rose ends up scoring the majority of their 26 points in almost the last 3 jams of the game, of the half.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can see here that Santa Cruz is leading, and part of it is getting that lead jammer here. I mean,
so 8 leads.
8 leads compared to
Rose City's 4.
Rose City's 4.
So only half the amount of leads for Rose City. And that's why the score is what it is. But again, these are not high scoring jams. 11, 1 12-point jam by Rose. And let's talk about, I'm going to show you guys penalties really quick.
Yeah, I mean, Rose City really doesn't have too many here.
Again, only about 1 jammer penalty apiece, so, you know, the jammers are keeping it pretty clean. There's been a lot of star passes.
Yep.
We saw one pivot for Rose go to the box as the jammer and start the next jam as the jammer. We did see another star pass to another pivot, so pivot to pivot star pass. And now we are ready to go. Jam number 1, Havoc and Wrecking Bell for Rose and Santa Cruz. And we've got ourselves a lead jammer.
Now, I think that's actually probably the fastest lead jammer we've had in this whole game.
It has to be. It has to be. No one has gotten a fast lead, really.
And it looked like just took control and found that hole on the inside line.
Literally, Rose was just not ready for like a split second.
Absolutely. I mean, and Santa Cruz is coming with a vengeance here from those last couple of jams and is picking up 4 points very quickly.
We do have, it looks like a star pass.
Now, this is the derby that I've been looking at lately.
What's that?
Some beautiful defense, that is.
So, yeah, we've got a cut track on Rocky Balboa from the Gram shells. So, pack advantage to Rose, although that doesn't seem to have mattered at all to anybody this game. That is a star pass to So Feisty, our captain for this game.
So Feisty is going to get all the way to the last jammer, or the last blocker here, but hit out and ran back. Goodness.
Yeah, recycled back behind the pack. So both of these teams really are they're very good on their pack definition. I think we've seen 1 illegal position, 2 illegal positions for Santa Cruz, but they've honestly had it on lock.
Now, it does look like Santa Cruz decides that they just want to get their jammer out. And they all go to offense, letting Rose out, but it doesn't matter because Santa Cruz is going to get up and out of there and collect 4 and call.
So 8-0 jam in favor of Santa Cruz. We did have a star pass. I don't think we're going to see any more points thrown up here for Rose. We've got 1 blocker sitting on 4 for Santa Cruz, but again, this has been a very clean game so far. But Santa Cruz, generally thought to be the cleaner team, already has 20 penalties. Rose City just on 10, so they know they have to keep this clean if they want to challenge Santa Cruz at all. Zodiggity on the line for Rose, Speed Demon for Santa Cruz. So Rose has done a pretty good job of shutting down Speed Demon, although she has had at least 2 lead jammer statuses. Zodiggity, I believe, has also had a lead for Rose.
And you can see here this
Hard
Santa
fought.
Cruz blocker number 1333, looking left and right and left and right, can I keep the pack together?
Right. Yeah, that is F-bomb 1330. And, you know, again, any movement backwards is going to have that pack inching backwards with you. So Speed Demon taking a chance, maybe hoping to, like, juke through those arms at the last moment. And we see a direction call. Assessed to 131. That is Ida Wild. First penalty for this skater. And a nowhere pass. Okay. So Diggity out.
So Diggity out,
Not
not lead.
lead.
Yes, a minute has happened, but scoring points.
Scoring points. So Speed Demon star in hand. There will not be a lead. We will have no lead jammer for this jam. And Curl Crusher, the pivot for Santa Cruz. Maybe we'll take a smart star pass if she can. Rose isn't having it.
Yeah.
They're bridging back. Fizzgig.
Rose holding Speed Demon here in a position where...
So Fizzgig, oh, that was so smart. Motioning to the Rose pivot. Hey, come forward. Let me play some offense. It works. Gives Diggity just 2 to beat, perhaps. Oh. Curl Crusher takes the star pass.
But Rose City going all the way to the end of that pack, giving every last second.
Oh,
Not
my
making
goodness.
it easy for Santa Cruz to make it out of here.
So Curl Crusher through on a scoring pass.
That's the 2-minute mark. Let's see what kind of points
yeah.
Santa Cruz and Rose. Rose.
4.
Yep, getting, I mean, like,
wow.
I feel like both Rose and Santa Cruz, if they can get through at least that first initial, they're going to collect that 4. I mean, it's just a bunch of recycling game between these two
Honestly. And so,
teams.
So what Rose needs now, tell me what Rose needs now.
Well, I think personally, if I'm in Rose's position, they need a power jam and to then capitalize on it.
Yes.
And I definitely can see that happening. Santa Cruz is being very penalty heavy this game.
Compared to Rose, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And if Santa Cruz continues in this way, I mean, Rose has made it. It's almost half of the score Santa Cruz has.
Rose using a blocker to the box. Vi and Charismatic are on the line for Rose and Santa Cruz, respectively. Again, we're not seeing a lead until 1 minute 21 left on the jam clock. Vi gets that lead jammer status for Rose. Charismatic not looking to pass the star yet, but Vi knocked out to the outside line. You know, I think when Rose does get these leads, they've got to have offense.
Now, Rose is 2 blockers down, but is still going to be able to run back the Santa Cruz jammer.
So Team Titan. So Charismatic still on the initial, but now choosing to play some defense.
Vi is playing defense.
Ooh.
Did you see that?
And yeah, you saw her. Maybe there was a spot she could have got out, but whatever. They're going to pass the star to Skull Crusher. No lead. Vi could still get lead. I don't think we saw her take off. No, she is lead.
Yeah, Vi has lead here. I know this has been.
I was like, why are you playing defense if you're lead?
It's been a very confusing couple of rounds here, but I think.
And nothing illegal. It's just choices you don't usually see made.
And yes, it looks like Rose here figuring out, yes, we have lead. We should probably call it off. Minimize the damages.
Well, it ended up being a 4-4 jam.
Yeah, I mean, goodness.
Oh my gosh. And we only had 17 jams in the first half.
Yeah.
So not a lot. There was a lot of 2-minute grindy defense jams.
And, oh my goodness, if my math serves me, we're at 23 minutes and on jam 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost been full 2-minute jams.
Yeah.
All
they only get like 4 points at a time.
Some absolutely amazing work from these. I don't know how to say it any more. I mean, these defenses holding everything together here.
Some of the best derby you're gonna see. So Adrahel on wheels now on the line for Rose, Tiger Lily for Santa Cruz. Again, it's been 30 seconds. We do not have a lead jammer. Nobody's taken off the star yet to look for the pass. Curl Crusher wearing the pivot for Santa Cruz. I'm trying to find out who that pivot is for Rose.
Rose running back Santa Cruz here.
That is 503 Scar with the pivot.
Santa Cruz running back Rose.
Okay. Again, this floor is not helping anybody. It is a very slick floor, so that we do see a lot of jammers knocked out of bounds and having to do these big recycles, which is an energy waster and a time waster. Wow, Rose blocker with the one-on-one. Oh, so good. Finally, out of play.
Oh, my goodness. And, like, I mean, I've been saying it a million times, but
Lead.
Rose is giving that fight every last
jam.
second.
Every jam.
One-on-one,
Wow,
2-on-2.
a dip around the outside, untouched.
Yes. Nice beam dip.
Trying for it again.
Santa
Hitting
Cruz.
that chest hard.
Yep, hitting hard
867. Yeah, Teen Titan definitely ready for those big hits. Teen Titan, Fizz Gig, just Scar. So impressed with their work, their defensive work together. You can obviously tell they play together a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And Scooby Doom out there as well. Woo!
Tiger Lily fighting hard. Gonna take a little spill here, and that's 2 minutes. Santa Cruz picking up
2
4,
minutes.
sorry,
2 minutes
7.
of work for 7 points.
Man.
Hard work.
And even at altitude, too, I feel like both of these teams have got to be filling.
Yeah, they both from the coast. You know, Rose coming from Portland, Santa Cruz from Santa Cruz, California. You hear the crowd going wild. We have big contingents from each team here. All the parents and friends and family. Saw some of my old teammates from Boulder over here. And here we are once again. Yep, number 20. That is Wrecking Bell for Santa Cruz.
This pack being spread pretty wide here. Oh my goodness, it looks like Santa Cruz Wrecking Bell is
Wrecking Bell.
gonna go to the
One
box
of
here.
these rare jammer penalties.
And this is what Rose needs.
This is what they need. This is how they got points before.
I know, yes, absolutely. And so Rose is going to try their best to capitalize on it.
Getting knocked out to the outside at the top of the pack there. And being drawn back. Along the inside.
Havoc getting drawn back here.
0815 multi-wrench.
Havoc pushing to the front one-on-one and makes it out.
4 points on that pass.
Havoc smiling on the way around.
Honestly, getting out, getting lead, that's massive. Again, a star pass.
Yeah, and I mean, an immediate star pass right out of the box.
So another star pass taken by Skull Crusher.
Rose listening very, very intently and tries to get a couple of points here and calls.
Total of 4 points to 0 on that.
So Santa Cruz has definitely done way more star passes than Rose has, which is so interesting because they're, you know, pretty far ahead. We've got a 50-point game.
Well, I mean, as you were showing, 2 times in the first half, there was no lead call.
Yeah,
and
no
Santa
lead.
Cruz had passed the penny, and it was 8 points both times.
Yeah,
So
the star. So Diggity on the line for Rose. Speed Demon for Santa Cruz. So Zodiggity already pushing that pack forward, it almost to the pivot line. I mean, basically, we're doing jam line to pivot line drills, right? Speed Demon, again, trying for the same thing, but Rose had Speed Demon's number. And I believe these teams have played each other already this year, or at least, you know, they're on the same coast, so they do get to see each other play a lot.
Wow.
Speed Demon, when she has speed, when she has space, she's gone. She's getting all those points. But Rose ready for the catch. Very good at not overcommitting. Same for Santa Cruz, honestly.
And when we have games like this that are just so blocker heavy, the helmet covers are so important on both of these teams. Deciding who you're going to give
actually
the jammer,
do
who
it.
you're going to give the pivot to.
That's penalty number 3 to Elbow Bell. That's her 3rd forearm penalty. So Curl Crusher keeping an eye on that pack, maybe playing a little offense. Looking,
And here it is again.
Nice
Santa
star
Cruz taking it off.
pass.
Star pass
Very
before
nice.
lead. Santa Cruz says a minute's gone by and it's not worked, so let's try something different.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So no lead. That was a big hit onto the Rose pivot. A back block. Was it?
Curl Crusher is signaling for a clean hit, but referee says different.
Definitely not. Not from the angle the ref saw it at.
And now Rose here trying the same thing, trying for a
Ooh.
helmet cover pass.
So no illegal star passes yet, so everybody's very smart there.
Looks like
Diggity
So Diggity is going to take a hard fall here.
taking a
but
moment. So 5:03 with the stripe. That is Scar, but not able to take a star pass. That's the end of the jam. Another 2-minute jam with nothing.
no lead, no points.
Nothing but defense.
Oh my goodness.
And it's still a 50. It's a 50-point game.
I feel like this is the real way to play roller derby.
It is a way to play roller derby.
Both of our teams here deciding to roll back on the 5 seconds.
It is easier for jammers to get out when you are moving.
And no
But
pack getting called here. That was kind of
both
slow.
both these packs were ready. Vi with the lead jam, a little dab to the crowd.
a little celebration dab.
You got to celebrate the wins. We do see.
You do, absolutely.
Awesome Sauce go into the box. That is penalty number 5 for Awesome Sauce.
And number 1, 2, 3, 4, Charismatic is going to take a nice little 180 around the outside. And is actually going to do it again. 4 points for both of these skaters. And Rose does have lead, but is deciding, I want to keep playing.
Everybody's in the box, though. So, I mean, Rose definitely doesn't need to start with this much of a pack disadvantage if they don't have to. And a power jam to Rose. Ooh. Team Titan in the box. This is jam number 7. So box is not full, but it's not empty. Rose being given a power jam here going into jam number 8, but down 2 blockers.
Number 105 took a hard fall there, but
big fall.
Honestly ate it up and got up like it was nothing. Smile on the face.
Yeah, we did see a big crowd reaction from that. It was right in front of everybody.
Oh yeah.
So Santa Cruz down a blocker, down their jammer. Rose with the power jam, but only 2 on the track. You know they're discussing which offense shall we try.
And let's see, can we look back at how many penalties does each team have?
Yeah, so each team sitting on. So Santa Cruz now sitting on 28 penalties for this game so far. Rose City on 20. So Rose City keeping it clean. They do have 1 person in trouble sitting on 5. Santa Cruz also with 1 on 5. But those 2 are blockers. So,
Yeah,
and then a couple of Santa Cruz folks on 4, 1 Rose City on 4. Looks like a back block was assessed at the end of that jam to Cherry Bomb.
We are going to have an official timeout here.
So they're probably discussing that hit at the end of the jam. Whew.
Wow. Wowzers. I have watched a lot of roller derby and announced a good amount as well. And this game has honestly been one of the most blocker-heavy games I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's giving Victorian, Texas 2016 vibes.
If you know, you know, guys.
If you want to see a really grinding game. So Havoc coming over to the turn 3 coach.
Giving a nice double high five here.
97-43. So Rose definitely scoring more in the second half.
Havoc coming up to the turn 3 coach saying, I'm going to score 20 in this next one for you.
I'm going to get some more points, okay, guys? Let's do it. I'll show you guys this points per jam overlay while we're standing here. Standing, I say. We're sitting. So we've had 7 jams. We only have 15, just under 15 minutes left in this half, which is incredible.
And
out of 7 jams, there's only been 5 leads.
yeah,
So we've had 2 jams with no lead jammer.
We'll let you know.
We have a little bit of
And
announcer drop-off.
the highest scoring jam of this half so far has been 2 8-point jams by Santa Cruz.
absolutely, yeah.
So Rose is not going quietly into this good night. Like, that's not a thing.
I'm sure he's gonna mansplain some derby to me, right?
If you're here and you're hearing this house call,
Yeah,
you just watch Smacky get a little scared.
yeah. For those who are in the venue right now, having a little fun announcement or announcer tussle for in-house announcers. Sounds like.
some mansplaining, perhaps. We'll have to follow up on this. So neither team has used a team timeout, which also feels crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. How are we doing 2-minute jams as often as we are? And both teams are like, yeah, just go out there.
it's
You got
fine.
that. You got
All
that.
good. All good.
It's phenomenal work.
We
Yeah.
have a couple of skaters on Rose City who are going to be skating for Team USA.
So we do have a couple of skaters who are going to play for the USA Roller Derby and the juniors, the JRDA champs. So Feisty
As well as Vi.
and Vi. So they'll be heading to Australia at the end of the month, to Brisbane. And a couple of announcers that I got to call games with at World Cup will be there. They're from Brisbane, Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
So
very
shout
cool.
out Bloody Laces. Hope you have a good calls at the World Cup. Okay, guys, we're back to the action, the end of that OTO. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll find out what that was about later. Havoc.
It looks like whatever it was, though, it was not overturned in any way.
Nah. So Havoc on the line for Rose City. Claresmatic for Santa Cruz. Everybody slowly getting released from the box. Another lead jammer status for Havoc. So this is the second time I think Havoc has had a lead jammer status. Coming around fast, hitting that pack. Oh, almost free on the
Almost making
curl
it
crusher
there.
is there to catch you.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't
That's fair.
better. Yeah, you
Bounce.
can't. And I see you're trying to get up, but you can't better your position or make contact from a down position. So sometimes this is like really hard to do. So Havoc again, 2 of these Santa Cruz, 3 with the 4th looking on. They're hoping
Pack here getting
that
pretty
Claresmatic
split.
can just push Rose out of play, but that honestly hasn't worked out well for Santa Cruz so far in this game either.
Mhm.
So Claresmatic hoping to get them separated, hopefully to burn her way through. Ooh, close.
Yeah, that was
Well, that was close.
that was close to call there, but
It was bold.
and deciding to, I'm going for it
I'm
too.
doing it.
Havoc says,
Havoc tries to stay in,
I had the position.
but there is number 900 Fizzgig ready to catch.
Oh, and it looks like number 1, 2, 3, 4 here on Santa Cruz. Claresmatic is planning to pass here,
Okay.
and the pass has been complete.
Yeah, they're all blocking. They're all blocking Curl Crusher now. So Havoc is lead. Curl Crusher,
Curl Crusher pushing it out of play
nice.
and gets to that last blocker.
Start pass to Curl Crusher for Santa Cruz.
Ooh.
And Rose did make it out early there. I mean,
They did,
a minute in.
but Santa Cruz was like, "Cool, you're only getting 4 points."
Yeah. Santa Cruz with the start pass is going
Well-
to deny anything else but 4 for Rose.
Cool, nice try, guys. That is rough.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so it's still a 50-point game.
Yeah.
You know, like it's been 50 point for several jams now, basically since the beginning of the half. So everybody had a chat, and everybody is even more defensive than they were before. Andrew Hell on Wheels skating for the Rosebuds, and Tiger Lily for Santa Cruz.
Incredibly low scoring game for this far into the game, derby game, that is for sure.
Both of our teams here on turn 1. It's almost like a merged 8-pack right now.
Right? I'm just
With
appreciating.
Both of the jammers just behind it all.
I'm just appreciating the grind.
We do see a Rose blocker go to the box here.
That is 3-1-4 elbow bell. That's number 4 for her.
Santa Cruz giving a little bit of offense to their jammer here, trying to get him out. Rose City with this 3-wall, though.
Not
is
having it.
Gonna, yeah. Gonna keep a hold of them.
We have another minute with no lead jammer. As a defense-loving blocker, I love this journey for everybody. Like, I just want everybody to have fun. You shall not pass.
And now we see a Santa Cruz blocker go to the box.
It doesn't seem to matter, those tripods. Okay. No, not lead. Just kidding. It was a nowhere pass. So we still have no lead.
And I'm surprised that all that action's happened.
And Tiger Lily passed the star.
Oh, my goodness. No lead.
To Awesome Sauce. So 2-minute jam. An illegal contact. To Nicotine Kills. Awesome Sauce. Back on a scoring pass. Adrahel on wheels. Ooh. An illegal contact now assessed to Nessie. An illegal
oh my goodness.
Position
to
Tiger Lily, who had passed the star. So Tiger Lily in the box is a jammer. Everybody got 3 points, so Santa Cruz hits 100. We still at a 50-point game.
Wow, look at this right here, 50 to 100. Santa Cruz is exactly winning by double the points here. And if I'm being honest, we have 10 minutes left. I don't see Rose coming back here, but
yeah, but I mean, this is the most consistent game on either team I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, there's really nothing terribly crazy happening. Ever since the end of that first half, it's been very consistent.
Strawberry short fuse, looking for the way through for Rose, but it is going to be Wrecking Bell, your lead jammer for Santa Cruz. And a star pass, a nice fast star pass, completing the initial this time to Scar. So at least the third star pass to Scar. Wow.
Santa Cruz calling it off, getting 3 points, not denying Rose the opportunity to score.
Yeah, I mean, that's all they have to do now is run the clock.
Absolutely.
And the defense is good for it, as they've shown for this entire game so far. Okay, so Diggity and Speed Demon. We've seen this matchup before. Both of these jammers just need a little bit of space to get out of there. Speed Demon faking everybody out with Skull Crusher, making them look twice in their peripherals. Pack is actually moving, which is insane, but it's going to be Zodiggity who takes advantage of all this movement to pick up lead. Pack staying in. Honestly, I don't think we've seen the Pack come to turn 3 on purpose for a while. A big apex jump for Zodiggity, but not going to make it. We will see a direction call assessed to one of these blockers. So we saw Santa Cruz pivot head to the box and a Rose blocker head to the box, waiting for the EPLT to catch up.
It looks like Santa Cruz here is deciding to go back to try to get a little bit of speed to come up on this back, and it works.
And it works. So a direction call assessed to TNT and a low block assessed to Awesome Sauce. So that's number 6 for Awesome Sauce. And Zodiggity has the lead. Now is going to deny points to Santa Cruz.
And let's see how many Rose collected. And that was all 4. Rose
49-point game.
yeah, a 49-point game here. Rose is chipping away at it 1 point at a time, literally.
Again, neither team has used a team timeout.
Yeah, like, I feel like
no one has used an OR in this half.
I mean, but there's been no momentum from either team. It's been a slow, normal, steady game.
Charismatic.
Getting out very
right
quickly.
On the jukes to the outside, actually makes it. Lead jammer for Santa Cruz. Oh,
my gosh.
That was awesome. In case you missed it, Charismatic just jumped and did a 180, landed skating backwards, got all 4 points.
Line as well.
Like, that was almost a straightaway jump, too. That was like the barest curve in the track right there. Okay. Vi out here with the star in hand, looking for the pivot.
I'm definitely going to have to look back at that. That was phenomenal.
Yeah. Hope the camera got that one. Oof. Bit of a spill here in the back.
Santa Cruz, though.
So Vi back up.
Yep.
And
look at this. Rose here, backing all the way up as well.
Star pass completed.
With the star pass to Scar.
Scar now taking another star pass for the team.
Scar opting to play it safe, not risk that call. Moving to the back of the back. Coming up against this Santa Cruz wall.
Gosh, and this Rose wall here, the Rosebuds are keeping themselves together, running back this jammer. It's either you're stuck in between them or you're out of bounds and they're running you back. And that's both of the teams here.
Scar with the star.
Scar talking to some of the skaters on the track right now.
Okay, a little bit of offense happening here, but again, Santa Cruz has been very good at making offense work for them, and they use it this time to...
Wow, watch this.
Wow.
Both teams.
Oh my gosh.
If they had time, both of those teams were just going to run and run.
I may as well. We've had 12 jams, only 12 jams, and we have 5 minutes left in this game.
Okay.
How few jams can you have?
So if we do the math, right?
Okay, math.
It's 2 minutes a jam.
Okay.
So if it was just
And 30 seconds between each jam.
Yes, that's the extra math that you have to put into
Extra math.
The extra math.
No team timeouts,
So
because no one's used to one.
yeah. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds. What is that divided by, or 30 divided by 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
That's math I can't do. Here we go. Havoc back on the line for Rose. Tiger Lily for Santa Cruz. Tiger Lily finding a way past this tripod. Gets that lead jammer status. Crowd going wild. Jam is ending.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Me neither.
Partially because I was doing the math.
What does your math tell you?
The math tells me that the minimum number of the minimum number of jams possible would be 12.
Okay. Well, we're close to it, and the first team timeout being used goes to Rose City.
Oh, and I mean, folks at home watching here, you might want to go grab a snack because I believe that rounding up these last couple of jams here, there's going to be a lot of time-saving moments from both Rose and Santa Cruz.
So it looks like we did have somebody. We did have an expulsion in Jam 7 that I just absolutely did not even see until just now.
Oh.
So for Rose, that was, yeah, Cherry Bomb was expelled. There was an egregious back block. This happens. We've got one blocker sitting on 5, and then for Santa Cruz, we've got 1 on 5 and 1 on 6. 31 penalties so far in this game for Santa Cruz, 25 for Rose, so evening things up there penalty-wise. Points per jam in the second half. Not much.
Now, look at this. In the second half here, Rose City has actually gotten more leads.
Yeah. More leads than Santa Cruz, although Santa Cruz tends to score
Yes.
even when they don't have lead.
And
So
it
only...
looks-
Yeah,
Sorry.
4 leads in the first half.
Looks like we have Zoe Diggity on the line up against Wrecking Bell. Wrecking Bell is going to make it out first, though. Santa Cruz collecting lead jammer here. Wrecking Bell making it all the way around before Zoe Diggity can make it out.
Oh, and we've had a star pass.
Yeah, there's been a star pass on Rose.
Star pass to TNT.
TNT.
TNT, though, looking pretty tired here after a lot of these long jams, and we're in these last couple moments
Right,
of this game.
TNT has been blocking this entire time.
Yeah.
So I think that actually is the first star pass to TNT.
This looks like a pretty spread pack here. Honestly, I feel like if anything, we're about to see a no packet called.
Almost. Okay, we have to be
This
close.
has to be something. There it is.
No pack. There it is. We see
Pack
a bridge.
is front almost. is
Yeah.
What it looked like.
And then again, the Rose 2 wall
The
happening
Rose
here.
2 wall.
Finally out of play.
But not literally a minute, like a minute worth of blocking from
Minute
the
and a half
Rose
for
wall.
4 points.
Yeah.
Maybe 8. Let's see. Wrecking Bell already back at the pack on another scoring pass. Gonna see some offense by F-Bomb.
And sadly, I feel TNT is just going to be hung up here in this Santa Cruz wall. The
Looking for
star
room.
pass.
Yeah, turn
It's
two.
not
Turn
powerful
2
enough.
outside line is not your friend. It's nobody's friend.
And blockers and jammers
Wow.
alike take a spill. I mean, 5 or 6 skaters, and you can see every last one of them taking their time getting up. This has been a long, long, long game here.
Wow. 2 minutes left in this game. This is the final. This is the gold medal game. So each of these teams, you know, is winning gold and silver.
Oh, yeah.
And then up next, we will have the open division final between the FOCO Junior Roller Derby Spartans and the Philly Roller Derby Juniors All-Stars. But first, jam number 15, Vi taking that lead for Rose City Rosebuds. Speed Demon still working on the initial. But here comes Vi for the scoring pass. And we're going to see a forearm assessed to Rose blocker. Vi knocked out to the outside. And a star pass has been completed to Skull Crusher. Another star pass for Skull Crusher.
We're seeing a lot of penalties here. And the jam get called, I believe, by Vi.
Right at the end.
3 points for Rose and none for Santa Cruz on that one.
So Monkey Wrench now sitting on 5.
And, I mean, there's a minute left in this game. If there is any foul outs, it's not going to really affect too much of it.
Honestly, no. So, but this has been a much more penalty-heavy game than either of these two teams had before.
Absolutely.
But they're being challenged. They're absolutely being challenged. The score is what it is, but this was a soul-crushing game for both of these teams in a lot of ways. Havoc sent out for Rose City. Charismatic, what is probably the last jam. It is Charismatic, your lead jammer for Santa Cruz. Havoc passing the star.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice
Havoc with a
hit.
huge hit.
If you're going to
Knocking down
chase,
the
you
last
got to be
skater.
ready.
Yep.
Fizzgig, okay, Fizzgig taking the star for the first time.
And Santa Cruz saying, we're winning. I don't want you to call foreign call. Let's run the clock down.
Fizzgig been doing the work for the Rose defense on this game.
Ti-
Oh, is that Teen Titan instead?
Teen Titan, I believe, actually.
867, not 900.
They're handing it to whoever they can.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, for real this time. As the jam ends, Star Pass complete to Teen Titan.
And you can see Santa Cruz.
Wow.
Everyone in our audience here standing up from an amazing game here. This has been our lowest scoring game all weekend, and it shows the defense from both of these teams.
And we've lost the big scoreboard. There it is. Somebody must have stepped on something. Let's wait for that final whistle before we call it.
Come up to that green line. Put your hands up for some high fives from these
Guys, that's it. Santa Cruz, Derby Groms, Grom Shells are your female division winner of this Junior Roller Derby Association Championship 2025.
high fives for
Congratulations.
Stick around. We've got
Rose City Rollers, Rosebuds National All-Stars, you are taking that silver.
Yeah. That
Great,
silver is nothing to...
great game. You are second. You were
Yeah,
second
and-
in the
and-
JRDA.
And JRDA USA, I mean...
Nothing to sneeze at. Wow.
Yeah, another big
I wish everyone.
congratulations to Santa Cruz for this
I w-
victory here.
I wish everyone all the carbs and all the water after this.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
124 to 57. Santa Cruz takes it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. My name is Chad Kielski.
And I'm Cosmic Cruiser, and we are so happy that you guys came out to watch this final game. You guys definitely should stay tuned to our next final, the Open Final.
And we'll be right
Anything else?
back.
Yep.
All right, folks, welcome back to the final game of this 2025 Junior Roller Derby Association Championship. We just saw the final for the female division. We saw Santa Cruz take the win over Rose City. They will be taking home the gold, and then now we have the open division final. The Philly Roller Derby Juniors All-Stars versus the FOCO Junior Roller Derby Spartans. My name is Chai Kilsky.
And I'm Pinky Crusher. And let's get introductions going.
Let's get them going. So go ahead, Pinky. Tell me who is skating in white for Philly.
All right, we got number 04, Insanity. Number 1, Nia Callahan. 10, Tenacious K. 1014, No Gus, No Glory. 16, Stay in Your Laney. 180, I Roll. 21, Pippa Raygun. 26, Bad Blood. 3377, Bee Sting. The Captain, 37, Holly Blockett. 4444, Smashiopia. 69, Steampunk. 72, Tricky Kills. And finally, number 99, Soul Crusher. That is your Philly team, and they are playing in white tonight.
All right, skating in black, the FOCO Junior Roller Derby Spartans from Fort Collins, Colorado, just a little ways down the road. 00, Ruby Doom. 007, Rubik's Dude. 100, Monster. 111, Scary Poppins. 138, Peter Pants. 1776, Kraken. 269, Yaya. 28, Hey Hey. 3, Spilla. 58, Firecracker. 618, Your Captain, Reaper's Blade. 777, Hyper. 911, Scream. 947, Seek and Destroy. And 999, Slim Skady. Go ahead and tell us who's officiating this final game of the night.
We got a great team of officials here, going to run a fantastic game for us. And starting us off, we have our skating officials, your head ref, Breadpool, Nick Tater, Jawbreaker, O Yoshi Dint, Adam Splinter, Illinois, and Sydney Vicious. And as flashy as those skate refs are out there in their stripes, we also could not do it without our NSOs or non-skating officials. For those guys who have your head NSO, Anya Arson, Rocket Chop, Wreck-It Ref, Diva, Asylum, Bionic Envy, Huggins, Ivana Rage, and Vicky Vanish. And that is our officials for this game.
And I just want to give a shout out to all the great announcing crew that Andy's put together for this tournament, including our two juniors, Pinky and Cosmic. This is our first call together, so
It'll be a fun one, that's for sure.
We're gonna do our very best. I've been so impressed with the level of ability you guys already have as announcers, and I can't wait to see where you go from here.
Thank you.
So time to Derby. We still got a minute. Let us give a quick shout out to those skaters who are on Team USA heading to the roller derby, the Junior Roller Derby World Cup in Brisbane, Australia later this month.
There's quite a lot of them here tonight.
There's a lot. And so for FOCO, Rubik's Dude, Monster, Scary Poppins, Peter Pants, Kraken, Hyper, and Seek and Destroy, all a part of Team USA. For Philly, there is No Gus, No Glory, I Roll, Pippa Raygun, Bad Blood, Bee Sting, Holly Blockett, and Smashiopea. So they're all a part of that Team USA roller derby team that is heading down to the Junior Roller Derby World Cup in Brisbane. Good luck, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Yes, and the sheer amount of the Team USA players out here tonight, man, we know it's going to be a good game.
And this is the last year for some of these folks, too. We've got quite a few seniors on the FOCO line and the Philly line. But first, roller derby. We're going to have Pinky here do a little play-by-play for us. So tell us who's on that line first.
We got a jammer out there for each team, and starting us off for Philly, that's 1014, No Gus, No Glory, going up against Slim Skady. And Gus takes a quick front in the pack, but it looks like Slim Skady is running down that line, gets caught though, and Gus makes it out first for lead jammer. First lead of the game going to Philly. Slim Skady makes it out on the outside of turn number 2, right about the time that Gus is hitting the back of this pack. Gus here now fighting behind a FOCO tripod, holding him long enough for Slim Skady to catch back up to the pack, though he does take a hit outside of turn number 3, gets run back. Got two strong tripods here fighting and holding these jammers on the pivot of the turn here. There goes Gus getting hit out, run back all the way to the end of turn number 3 out of 4, giving Slim Skady the opportunity to make it through the pack first. The first 4 points of the jam going to FOCO despite not having lead. Slim Skady just now hitting the pack again, hitting the jam line there, goes out of bounds, does not run back. That is a cut penalty on your Foco jammer, Slim Skady. Power jam now in favor of Philly. Gus, only one wearing the star on the track. He's now working on his second scoring pass as one blocker left, goes out.
Really nice knockout by Monster.
Yes, that was a lovely hit. Brings Gus to just call in the jam off right then and there, cutting the losses. That was 8 points for Foco and, 8 points to Philly and 5 points to Foco. There we go. Yes, 8 to Philly, 5 to Foco. Took a minute for the scoreboard to update, but we got it there. And this next jam will be a power start for Philadelphia. Your Foco jammer still in the box, and Beasting, only one wearing the star on the track. And there they go, running that line out to get a very fast lead. Only took them 5 seconds to start scoring.
Philly bringing the pom-poms in the crowd. They're ready to cheer their team on. We don't really know who is going to win this game. It's my understanding Philly came back from behind to win by 1 point.
Yes.
Last year
was a crazy game, and hopefully we're going to have just a good one this year. And it's showing there because Slim Skady out of the box and already through the initial pass. It's coming around now. Both jammers are on their first scoring pass when Beasting just calls the jam there. That is 12 points for Philly, or 4 points for Philly, bringing their total 12 to 5. Lining up here now for jam number 3, we got 1-0-1-4 from Philly. That's No Gus, No Glory.
So No Gus, No Glory was out in the first jam, getting sent out again
I have
for
seen
Philly.
a lot of 2 jammer rotations in this tournament.
And that's hard to do at altitude, guys. I'm telling you. That is hard to do.
And it's been working for these teams so far because here they are in the
Here they are again,
championship game. Anyways, Peter Pants and No Gus, No Glory stuck in the pack at the start of this whistle, but Peter Pants makes it out first. That is the lead jammer for Foco. No Gus, No Glory stretches that pack to its breaking point, finally laps the last blocker to make it out of the initial pass, right as Peter Pass goes. Beautiful spin on the inside line, picks up 4 points and calls the jam. All right, we got a new jammer for Foco out there, 007 Rubik's Dude.
We have seen a lot of very defensive games. I will say the open division, we've seen a lot more movement in the packs, but again, there's still a lot of control there. They do the catch, they slow these jammers down, and here we go, back on the line. Pinky, take it away.
Yes, Nia Callahan is who Rubik's Dude's going against, but obviously Rubik's Dude making it through first there. Coming around now with the lead on the first scoring pass. His tripod has backed up over the jam line to fight him, and they're making it hard, but he's going back and forth, and finally makes it around the outside corner of that tripod for the first 4 points of the jam for Foco. It's coming around now, once again, stuck in a tripod near the jam line. This one holds him long enough for Nia to make it through the pack after taking the star off. Putting it back on now. Ooh, Nia's own player hits him on the way to the penalty box, I think, downs him, and that's where that jam ends. 5 points to Foco and 0 to Philly. It ended before Callahan made it back to the pack, but that is A-okay, because they're only down by 2 points now.
So testament to how close these teams are. I think we're going to see a high-scoring game, but I think it's going to stay close, neck and neck. 14 to 12 so far. Foco definitely in the lead, just a 2-point game, though. And we are 5 minutes in, going into Jam 5. So a lot of very short jams right now.
Yes, I have
definitely
seen that a lot at this tournament.
Definitely a change from the previous game that I just called.
Other than the most recent game, which was defensive all-stars.
Defensive heaven.
We've had a lot of one-and-done jams. There goes No Gus, No Glory for Philly with the lead jammer. Slim Skady, the guy he's jamming against there, gets hit out and run back behind him in the pack here on the initial. Got a minute 30 left in the jam. We're slowed to a stop here on turn number 1. But as I've seen, not long until there's a break in the packs like this, and there it is. Slim Skady makes it out on initial. Let's see if Gus is going to call this jam before Slim Skady hits the pack again. He is not. There is Slim Skady, each jammer facing a tripod on their own. Two incredibly strong tripods. Where has this defense been in the previous games? There have been so many stops in the past 2 games. I feel like they were saving them up this whole tournament to put them on play here.
Yeah. So both of these teams having won their game to get to this final, but the teams they played had to win their games to even face them. So
Yes.
they're a little bit fresher than the other open division
Yes.
teams.
Oh, there, you see the black pivot just hit out and tried to run back
Nice.
Gus, but Gus stayed just barely in that line, and that pivot backing off of him to run him back gave him the opening he needed to get through and get 4 points. Oh, Apex, one hand went out of bounds, so he is good to get up and keep going because you can put one hand down before you get that.
And landed with 1 foot on the track, so gets those 4 points.
Impressive track awareness there from him. He goes to do it again, but the skate goes out of bounds, and no forgiveness for skates out of bounds. All right, he is recycled. Poor Slim Skatey is still fighting on the first scoring pass. 5 seconds left in the jam. I don't think he's going to make it out. But Gus was not having that problem.
Yep, we do have a call off with just about 3 seconds left in that
Yes,
jam. But all 4 points are collected by Slim Skatey here. Massive 12-point jam. It's the highest scoring jam and a lead change taken over by Philly now.
That is, what, three lead changes so far in the first 8 minutes?
Something.
Oh,
and
you
we've
know
already
this
got,
is going to be an exciting game.
Yeah, and we've already got 1 jammer penalty for Philly. Nothing on... No, 1 jammer penalty for Foco, but nothing on Philly yet.
All right. Oh, and there goes our 2 Philly jammers. Making it out neck and neck. Tenacious K from Philly gets lead jammer. However, Peter Pants hits him out of bounds and laps him. The 2 jammers are in front of each other when they hit the pack. Looks like Tenacious K tried to call it off before your Foco jammer hit the pack, but was unsuccessful. Instead, they called it off before they hit the pack, but Foco got 3 points.
So 24-21 on the clock, 20 on the scoreboard, 21:50 on the period clock. We do see pretty much no Gus, no Glory going out every other. They're interspersing with the other jammers. They've got a 4-jammer line, but the rotation has definitely been Gus, new jammer, Gus, new jammer, Gus, new jammer, going into jam number 7. And Rubik's Dude on the line now for Foco, who's a more traditional rotation. They really are kind of cycling through that rotation. Go ahead.
Yes. Watching the earlier game, you had Pixie versus Des Moines. Each team really only played 2 jammers, and it was a rough game to watch. Because those jammers, they were fighting for it. And speaking of fighting for it here, Rubik's Dude, who makes it out first, gets lead jammer for Foco, is now running down the inside line to try to pick up those points, and then it calls the jam before your Philly jammer can hit the pack. I got 2 points for Foco and 0 for Philly. That does bring us up to a 1-point difference now. 10 minutes into the game, 24-23. This is certainly an exciting one.
So for Collins running more of a 3-jammer rotation. I haven't seen, I think it is just Slim Skatey, Peter Pants, and Rubik's Dude who've been jamming so far. We'll have to see if this changes. Beasting up on the line against Peter Pants for Fort Collins. Gus getting a break.
Yes.
Peter Pants in the back, and it is going to be Beasting taking that lead status.
Oh, but there goes Peter Pants, making it out of the pack right as Beasting hits on the first scoring pass.
Scary Poppins in the box with a cut track call for Fort Collins.
Hopefully the lighter pack should be able to help Beasting pick up a couple points before she calls it, and there's 2. So she only managed to pass 1 player, but still a successful call-off before Foco manages to get any points. Looking at it now, we got 2 tall jammers on the line. They're really bringing the height this time. That is, you guessed it, Gus for Philly. You know, he cannot stay on that bench for very long. And I'm pretty sure that's Slim Skatey for Foco. So Gus and Slim Skatey here. Slim Skatey's taking a spot at the back of the pack around a tripod. Gus also in a tripod at the front of the pack, but then gets hit out and run back. Slim Skatey's the one at the front now. This back's cycling around like a washing machine. The blockers reforming faster than I can keep up with them.
That is a great comparison. Okay, a
Done.
forearm on the Philly pivot as No Gus, No Glory hops through to pick up that lead status.
Yes, looks like he did not need those stripes to help him out. But Slim Skady had him, and he used them because there he goes, following our lead jammer about a half a lap behind. Gus is hitting the pack, does not call it before Slim Skady hits it, so maybe we'll get lucky with a multi-pass jam this time.
Hey.
Dude,
Foco
this-
poised to take over that lead, too,
Yes,
in this jam.
looks like Slim Skady's pulling to the front of the pack now. He's got two
Ooh.
blockers left to fight.
Got
Does
stuck
get downed.
in between two blockers there at the end. It looked like legal contact here.
Yes, just fell straight on the back.
Yeah, we may see a penalty, we may not, but it did look like one of those blocks where you just get a little bit pinched.
Yes.
So Philly,
The only penalty I could think of would possibly be multiplayer between the two blockers, but
no arms.
yeah, we're
So-
looking at the back of them. So
Just a couple of penalties so far in this half. We've got 4 for each team. Fort Collins sitting on just the 1 jammer penalty. Nothing insurmountable. Philly in the lead by 3 points. And we can also show you guys that points per jam while we have a little timeout here.
Yeah.
So nothing crazy. Philly with a 12-point jam. You know, and we've got 2 leads for Philly, 2 leads for Fort Collins, 2 leads for Philly, 1 for Fort Collins, 2 for Philly.
yeah, so
you
it
know,
looks like
so
Philly's
they're-
taking more of
they're
the
just-
leads, but they're kind of equal.
They're
but-
trading spaces. You are seeing more scoring even when not lead. You know,
Yes,
Foco
Philly-
is managing to
Foco's
Foco is managing to score 30 to 27. I mean, this explains the score right now. We really are 2 get lead, 2 get lead, 2 get lead, 2 get lead. You know, so that's just 10 jams in, and this is when you're going to start to see those jammer matchup adjustments, because we do have some very smart folks on the benches for both of these teams. So we will have, I believe, a continuation jam.
Do you remember how long was left on the clock at the end of that jam?
No, I'm too excited.
Me either. So I guess
No.
when we get
We'll
started
know.
here,
We'll know when they blow the whistle. That's what jam timers are for. So we do see the refs making that signal for that continuation jam, and the one of the is it the IPR or the jam ref? Yeah, the jam ref. That's the whistle. We're gonna hear that 5 seconds from Rocket Chop. Who's on the line, Pinky?
All right, it looks like we got Ruby Doom for Foco. I think that might be a going up. No Gus, No Glory from Philly has lead at the start of this jam, going up against Rubik's Dude. That is not Ruby Doom.
Oh, a cut track call on No Gus, No Glory. So had lead, will lose it with 32 seconds on the clock.
Yes, and 8 points already for Foco. Rubik's Dude is doing a great job here getting the points. However, only 30 seconds left, so let's see how many more points he can get. Ooh, I thought there was 4 there on that apex, but he went out of bounds, getting run back. Now facing off with a solid Philly tripod. Blockers come into the offense. They're helping him. They take out the brace of that tripod and send him through down that line. There is another 4 points to Foco. 5 seconds left. Will he get another pass?
So jam comes to an end just as Gus is released from the box. The pivot, that is Pippa Raygun, still in the box, but another 4. Now the highest scoring jam of the game so far. 15 points for Fort Collins, 4 for Philly, and that's a lead change.
Yes, very exciting. Yeah, 34-42 now, 17 minutes left in the half. That was a very exciting injury restart, and probably didn't go how Philly was expecting it to. Have we now had a jammer penalty for? Yes, we've had one jammer penalty for each team now. So, you know, my coach always tells me games are won and lost on power jams.
We've seen it. We have seen it this weekend.
Yes. Looks like we're going to have number 1 jamming for Philly once we get started again. That's Nia Callahan.
So yeah, we'll say, you know, Philly's had more of a 4 jammer. They have a 4 jammer line going, but they have been sending out No Gus, No Glory pretty much every other, interspersing with those other jammers.
Yes.
That is a strategy, especially if you want to try and get lead early.
Yes.
I don't know if that's the best strategy to continue with for the entire
Yes,
game,
like
unless
the-
unless we know Gus has the juice,
Yeah,
you know, like
like-
does he
like
got
I
the
said, I've seen-
stamina?
a surprising amount of these 2 jammer rotations in this tournament, more than I was expecting.
But it definitely will hurt you at altitude unless you've been cross-training a
Mhm.
lot. And that is,
Yes.
Nia Callahan.
Oh, a beautiful
Lead.
line run there, picking up lead. Oh, Peter Pants not very far behind,
Not
though.
happy about it either.
Yes, a quarter track between the two. Oh, Nia hits a tripod, gets downed, and calls it, but it did look like she was able to get her hips behind those 2 butt blockers in the tripod to take 2 points at the very last minute in that jam, closing our point gap a bit, but Philly is still behind by a whole 6 points.
A whole 6 points.
All right, that is, you guessed it, no Gus, no Glory on the line for Philly. I imagine we'll be seeing him
Yep.
a lot in the near future.
And Rubik's Dude, Team USA jammers.
Yes, again,
so they're friends. They've been
yeah.
having practices together.
Yes, our 2 teams have been bringing the height, I swear. They're got a lot of tall jammers here, and it shows with a very fun, jumpy playing style. A lot of apexes, a lot of jukes. And there we go with a good juke there. No Gus, no Glory, running down the outside of turn number 1 to take the status for his team. Rubik's Dude is still making it out not very far behind Gus. There goes Gus through the tripod. Oh, someone lost a kneecap, but they picked it up again.
So
Looks
Rubik's Dude now in the pack. That's 4 on the board for
And-
Fort Collins.
There he goes with the apex. I mean, I'm telling you, we're seeing apexes left and right here from these guys. Rubik's does not need one that fast, though. He just skates by the inside of a tripod. Another 4 for Philly.
So Philly finally slowing down Rubik's Dude a little bit. Gus skates through
Ooh.
almost unscathed.
Yes, just
Philly
hugging
has-
the inside line.
Yeah, but here we go again. Philly has lost their pivot to the box. Rubik's Dude also picking up another 4. So no Gus, no Glory running the jam, but only up 4 points.
Yes.
And we've seen a lot of this weekend. I have only really seen in JRDA
Ooh.
games.
Yes, and they're running
and
it.
now they're even.
Yep, running it did not pay off there. Rubik's Dude to catch up and passes him there. So the 2 of them are now on the same scoring pass. There goes Guts, makes it out to finish the 4th scoring pass. Looks like Rubik's Dude finally getting caught behind a Philly tripod here as your Foco pivot ends up in the box. Did you
So,
catch what
yep,
penalty that was?
That is an illegal position on Monster.
All right. And there goes no Gus, no Glory, making the most of the light pack to pick up another 4 points. Here he comes now. 6th scoring pass, flies through, flips around last minute to spin past those blockers and get 4 points.
So massive jam. Philly does save it a bit, 24-14. So a 10-point differential here, overtaking that lead from Foco. They were maintaining it. So 60-56, just under 14 minutes left in this final for the Open Division. And we've got a bunch of cheers from the crowd from Philly and Fort Collins. Ooh, big hits on the line. Tenacious K back for Philly. Peter Pants for Foco. Pinky, take it away.
Yes, I mean, Peter Pants is the one taking it away. There he goes with the lead jammer for Foco. Tenacious K getting hit out and run back quite a bit. She pulls the star off her head here. I don't know if she's planning to pass it. I don't think so. I think she's just taking it off to try to get some of the blockers' attention away from her for a minute. She's still stuck here in the pack. Both jammers are, actually. Our blockers are doing a great job holding him back. Got a strong tripod here on Peter Pants just over the pivot line. Looks like 4-4-4, a blocker from Philly. It just has him pinned on that line, is not letting him go. And there he goes, getting run back. 4-4-4 has actually just now taken the star, so it was a star pass to Smashiopia. They are unfortunately still on their initial. Peter Pants, though, fighting for that first lap.
4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Even tie game.
Coming through now, back of the pack once again. Can he make it through faster on this second scoring pass?
Okay.
These blockers
Look at
are
this.
doing an incredibly job. It looks like that.
So Philly has cracked the code a little bit.
So 37 and 144, I think. We're just holding him for a hot, 180. Holding him for a hot minute there, but eventually he shakes them off for another 4 points. poor Smashiopia still fighting on initial. Only 20 seconds left in the jam. I don't think Philly is going to pick up any points on this jam.
Well, let's see what happens. We say things like that, and then we get proven wrong just immediately.
Yes, it is the announcer's curse. As soon as you say something,
Yeah.
the jammers go and prove you wrong. But
But really, it's probability. This is a very simple game. So a lot of the
Yes.
things we say are like 50-50. So Philly took the lead. Foco just took it back in Jam 13, 68-60.
How many
And,
lead changes have that been so far? I think we're averaging every other
You know,
jam.
sometimes that happens so much you just don't even want to note it anymore. We did see a direction call in Jam 13 on Hyper, blocker for Foco. So everybody even on 8 penalties apiece. No Gus, no Glory back up against Slim Skady. So every jammer for Foco is getting a chance against Gus.
Yes, and
Pack is already stretching out.
yes, right now Slim Skady is working against a tripod here. A 180, a blocker from Philly, is just in the back line of every strong Philly tripod I have seen. They're doing a great job here holding these jammers back, and their 180 goes running back Slim Skady. And there goes No Gus, No Glory, running
That
back
is
as well.
180, that is eye roll.
Yes. Ooh, there goes
Woo.
Gus with a great apex. Again, he's really good at using one hand out of bounds to push himself in and keep going.
It is a tool. Oh, and we do see Slim Skady in the box. That's the second jammer penalty for
Yes,
Slim Skady.
also a cut.
Also a cut. Most common jammer penalty, to be honest with you.
Yes.
A
Cut
cut,
or
a
back
forearm, a back block. Those are so common.
Ooh.
Wow, a big hit on Hyper.
Yes, if Gus can make another lap here, he'll tie the teams up once again. He's got a minute left and 10 seconds left in this power jam. Looks like his team is waiting a minute to come help him on offense.
And he's waiting for that offense to happen.
And there it is. He's got one blocker left to face off with. Is successful. There's 4 points to Philly. But Slim Skady's back on the track. He is on initial. Well, not anymore.
No.
He's out of the penalty box and straight through that pack.
That's a third penalty for Monster. We did see her wearing the stripe earlier, but maybe getting a little too many penalties to keep doing that.
Yes, got a 180 and 26 from Philly here, holding Gus at the back of a tripod. And that's the end of the jam. Not a complete pass from Foco on that one, unfortunately. Thanks to that Philly tripod. Only 2 points on the board for him. And 11 points for Philly, though. Bringing Philly back into the lead.
By 1 point.
71
to 70.
Jinx.
Wow. So shout out to all the pivots out there. Pivots make it possible. Monster, hey for Foco so far that we've seen. Pippa Raygun, Bad Blood, and Smashiopia. Smashiopia taking a star pass already this game.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I pivot when I jam, and it's like, I'll pivot, but I don't want to take that star.
Yeah, well, if you can get your jammer out, you don't have to take the star.
Wow.
So we are going to have an official review called by Fort Collins. We'll tell you about that when we know. We have the alt refs telling us, and we're paying attention to that. But, you know, we can go ahead and show you some fun stuff on the overlay. We can show you those points per jam so far in this game, and you can just see how even everything has been. Wow.
We got that standard 24-point jam from Philly.
Massive. And that put them back in the game. Foco had a pretty solid lead going on.
Yeah, it does look like Philly has been more consistent with picking up the lead jammer.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly thanks to Gus.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So 9 leads so far for Philly. 4 for Fort Collins. But again, you know, we did have a Philly jammer penalty in there.
Yeah, still doing pretty calm on the jammer penalties.
The-
one from each team.
Yeah, so that was no Gus, no Glory with the jammer penalty for Philly. And then for Fort Collins, we've had 2, and that was just from Slim Skady. So again,
Yes.
but all, you know, got out of the box.
Yes, I have all of them been cut so far.
Good question. Let us consult.
All right, looking at our Philly penalty board here. It does look like that was a cut that Gus got. So
Yep.
3 jammer penalties, all of them cuts.
Yep.
An unavoidable aspect of Derby, if you ask me.
It happens.
And here's our Foco penalty board. Again, looking down on it, you can see those 2 cuts from Slim Skady amounting for their 2 jammer penalties.
So we have an official review.
I did not
Results.
even notice that
We
happened.
are going to get back to the game, and once we... So it looks like Fort Collins has lost the review. I'll ask Andy to tell us what that was so we can tell you guys. But first, Jam 15.
Yes, we got 2 jammers on the line. If you want to guess who they are, it's Gus and Rubik's Dude. Facing off, our pack is really hugging the jam line at the start of this one. There's that starting whistle. Ooh, Rubik's Dude immediately getting pushed back by your tripod, braced by your Philly pivot. They're holding him long enough for Gus to pull into the lead there. Coming around now on the first scoring pass. Philly tripod catching Gus this time, braced by 1-1-1. That's Scary Poppins holding him back. And there goes Rubik's Dude finishing initial as Gus wraps up that first scoring pass. Hitting back into the pack now. Oh, there goes Rubik's Dude. Awesome blocking here. Got number 100 here working on holding back Gus. A great blocker there from Foco, putting up good stats and holding him long enough for that clock to tick down a little more. Gus is here on the 3rd scoring pass now. Another strong tripod. Gets pushed out of bounds by number 100. But looks like he's good to get up and keep going for another 4 points.
So seeing some offense by Seek and Destroy on Bad Blood.
Oh, Rubik's Dude almost makes it through, but gets hit out by 0-4 from Philly. That's insanity.
And a direction call assessed to a Fort Collins blocker.
Ooh, here comes Gus. Another 4 points for Philly. They got that lead, and they're running away with it now. They're up to 16 for this jam.
So it looks like that offense played by Seek and Destroy ended up being a direction. And just a note on the official review, Fort Collins did request a forearm call on No Gus, No Glory, and they did not retain their review. 20-point jam. Still giving up 8 to Fort Collins, but again, retaking that lead 91-78.
12 points is everything in a game as close as this one is. Does look like we have 2 blockers in the box for Foco.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's Seek and Destroy and Scary Poppins serving time.
All right.
Hopefully that's going to give Beasting, your Philly jammer, a shot at lead here, but they're going up against Peter Pants.
Both directions.
Oh, interesting enough. And hey, despite having 2 blockers in the box, Peter Pants gets lead. Star pass from Philly. That's Smashiopia putting the star on. Coming around now to try to follow Peter Pants through the pack, but Peter Pants is out before they even hit for 4 points. Ooh, is that a cut penalty on our Philly jammer? I think that is.
Let's see. Yes.
In the box after getting run back.
So as the jammer.
Yes. Smashiopia will have a great power start here for Foco. They may only be 9 points behind, and I think they might just use this jam to close that gap there because they got 999 Slim Skady on the line. We'll see if he gets a cut penalty and joins him in the box. But
We'll see what happens. So I think this is the first power jam for Fort Collins where they're starting with the power jam.
Yes,
and
power starts are always fun.
This game is going so fast. It's already just 5:40 on the clock. So Slim Skady hoping to quickly take over this power jam. We did see some offense happen. That is Monster the Pivot playing offense as always. Definitely a dedicated offensive player for Fort Collins. But it's not working on Philly yet. 20 seconds in.
Ooh, number 21 from Philly, Pippa Raygun doing everything she can to hold Slim Skady back, but unfortunately reaches the end of the pack boundary and has to let him go.
Almost killed that whole penalty, so only 5 seconds left before Smashiopia was released.
Look at that. There is that cut penalty on Slim Skady.
So that's the 3rd jammer penalty for Slim Skady, the 3rd cut.
Yes, and he has been all of Foco's, every jammer penalty for Foco has been a cut on Slim Skady. So we'll see where it goes from here. Smashiopia there. On her first scoring pass, gets her own penalty.
Another
Power
one.
Switch.
So
Slim
another
Skady
one
is
on
out of the box. Getting
Smashy.
run back quite a ways by, that is 26 Bad Blood from Philly. And now getting run back by 180 from Philly.
A direction
Eye
assessed
roll.
to Hyper for Foco. So pack advantage, nobody. Everybody's got
Yes. Now we got Insanity bracing a strong tripod against Slim Skady. We got 27 seconds left in this jam, and he makes it out there for the first 4 points of the jam.
wow with 20 seconds left on this clock.
Let's see if he can get another pass.
Gonna get at least one.
Insanity bracing another tripod against him. His head is really,
Really
low.
in between
He
those
takes
two.
that tripod down
not
to
gonna-
the ground.
We're not gonna see a head block. I guess no impact, huh?
Yes, got a fun little
But
water.
leaning down, you really got to be careful with that head there. You can lean down into the pack and try and separate them, but you have to be careful with any contact that your head makes. Almost taking out the OPR here. That's not cool.
Yes.
But Philly hanging on to that lead, 95-89. Fort Collins again catching up, 3.5 minutes
Yeah,
left.
that one wrapped up 4-7 for Philly and Foco.
Both
So-
teams sitting on 3 jammer penalties apiece now.
Yes.
But different jammers getting different penalties. So Smashiopea has 2 of them. No Gus, No Glory has 1. And all 3 of Foco's belong to Slim Skady. And now,
We're through the pack there. Only 5 seconds in, both jammers are out. Rubik's Dude and Gus facing off for the countless time.
but Gus is your lead jammer.
Oh, yes, but Rubik's Dude passes him on that first scoring pass for 4 points. Just running down the outside line there of turn number 1. He's coming back and hitting the pack. 2 jammers are now both stuck in the pack here.
So Kraken holding down that defense on Gus. The Fort Collins folks have figured out how to get just under his torso there to hold on to him.
Yes, there he goes, getting hit out and run back by Scary
Wow.
Poppins. That gives the opening. Rubik's Dude needs to pick up another 4 points. You do not want to be in the situation where you are 2 laps behind the jammer and you have lead. But
Yeah, that was a lead change in the jam, but Gus saved it at the end. He called it off. He had gotten all 4 of those points, 99-97.
Philly's lead is a whole 2 points.
2 minutes in this first half.
Yes, this next jam could be the last, but seeing how long these
You know,
jams have been
I'm not
running
even
on
going to say
average-
stuff. I'm done saying stuff
Yeah,
like that.
these jams have been pretty short on
saying-
average. So
I'm like,
I
oh, this is going to be
foresee
the
a
last
few
jam,
more.
and there's like 3 more jams. Forget about
Yes.
it. We do
Oh.
have the Fort Collins pivot in the box, so pack advantage to Philly.
Yes, that's Callahan as their jammer today. And Peter Pants,
Pants.
again, not needing that stripe to just fly through the pack for lead. Oh, Nia takes off the star, drops it. The blockers have stepped on the star and are keeping her from getting it. There she goes.
can't
I think
stand
that,
on
that
it.
was an accident.
Yeah, you can't stand on it, but you can stand over it pretty
Yes, she finally
good.
picks it back up. holding it.
Outside. Oh, nice
that
fake
was a
out by
crazy
Nia
juke.
Callahan. I'm
Oh,
into that
Yes,
illegal position on Monster.
yes. Peter Pants, on the first scoring pass. Callahan Peter on the second. Callahan on the first. Goes for the apex, just flies out of bounds though and gets run back.
Third direction for Hyper on Foco.
Yes, you got Hey and Seek and Destroy holding back Callahan long enough that Peter Pants can make
Just
it through the pack for
tiptoeing
another 8
through.
points. Minute left in the jam. Peter Pants has brought his team into the lead. Let's see how much he can grow that lead out.
Wow.
Penalty.
Okay, a forearm.
That looked like it was a forearm on a Foco blocker, a missed 2. That's the end of that jam there.
Okay, so we've got 14 seconds left. We'll see if somebody calls a timeout. Yep.
There they do.
There's the timeout called by Philly Roller Derby. So Foco took the lead in this jam number 19, 11-4 jam, a 5-point lead. Philly going to use one of their team timeouts to stop the clock, and we are going to get one more jam in the first half, whether we like it or not.
Yes,
And
they may want to be in the lead going into the second half. And, 103
it's
to 108. It's
a
so
momentum
close.
thing. You want to be in the lead. Like, they could have let
Yeah.
this go. They could have taken a
if
break.
you're winning going into the second half, you just have to keep winning. If you're losing though,
Right. And if this game goes anything like last year's one, it's going to stay close until the very end. We're going to see some wild stuff.
yes. It does, going into this here while we have a moment, it does look like Foco has more penalties than Philly does, 18 to Philly's 10.
But again, mostly blocker penalties. Nothing
Yes.
outside the realm of,
Yes,
you know.
still only 3 jammer penalties apiece, so 3 power jams, keeping them pretty even in score here. When we hit halftime, we'll bring up a little points per jam breakdown for you guys, and we can look at what we think the strategy is going to be going into the second half. In the meantime, these guys making them. Oh,
You hear that? Philly's doing the
yes.
Rocky theme
Yes.
song.
And our team timeout has officially ended, and we have switched over into an official review. Yes, being used as a timeout.
Being used as a timeout just
They
to
say,
get
hey, only 1 jam left. Might as well make it. Might
another
as well
few
use
seconds.
Because in case you guys didn't know this, your official reviews reset at the start of the next half. So if they
Correct.
use it now, they're not losing anything.
So everybody's ready.
They called intermission.
Is that really intermission?
Then they switched it to a timeout. I think they're deciding
there's
how
some
they're.
scoreboard stuff happening.
Yes.
So we'll see. I think we're gonna get another jam.
Yes, we
We
are.
actually have a 1-point game,
Oh,
which is not what we thought.
yes, our score just changed there.
So again, you're watching the final of this is the open gender final for the gold and silver
Yes.
first and second place for
Yes.
the Junior Roller Derby Association Championship 2025 here in lovely Loveland, Colorado. And it looks like we've resolved some of the scoreboard issues. We've got 8 seconds on the period clock. We are going to get one more jam, jam number 21.
Yes, and it's going to be Rubik's Dude against Gus.
So,
Okay, Rubik's Dude.
Instantly knocked out to the inside line, recycled back. Again, you don't want to give any of these jammers any space. They're going to get lead, and this time it is no Gus, no glory.
Looking to make up that single point they need. And sorry for earlier, that is Slim Skady, not Rubik's Dude jamming for Foco.
Oh.
Another penalty. Another jammer penalty on Slim Skady. Another cut, too. But Gus making the most out of this power gem, the 4th one that Slim Skady has given Philly on cuts.
Yes.
To go and wrap up his second scoring pass. That's 8 points now for Philly. 1:17 left in the jam. He's given his team a good lead here.
I mean, that was the goal of all those timeouts.
Yes.
And using the OR as a timeout, give everybody a little bit of a breather and try and
Yes.
get Philly into a strong position heading into the second half.
Seek and Destroy tried some last-minute blocking there against Gus, but it was not enough to hold him back, and he's through for another 4 points. Slim Skady is out of the box, and there he goes, finishing his initial pass. He's now in a scoring position. I'm interested to see if Gus is going to call it or run it like Philly has been fond of doing so far.
Kraken heading to the penalty box, second penalty.
Yes. Gus through again for another 4 points. He's coming around for his 5th scoring pass. Got 37 from Philly. That's Holly Blockett, the captain, actually,
In a legal position.
in the penalty box. There goes Slim Skady on his 2nd scoring pass now. It looks like Gus is just trusting his blockers to hold Black Slim Skady as he's coming for the points.
It's working. I mean, obviously Slim Skady is now scoring, has scored 8 so far, but Gus is on 24.
So
We're on-
10 seconds left.
We're on 6 passes.
We'll see if we're
so
going to get
far.
another pass.
Ooh, friendly fires.
Gus accidentally taking out one of his butt blockers, and the jam comes to an end. That does look like it was a final 4 points for Foco, and unfortunately 0 for Philly in that last pass because he hit his own blocker and
Sure.
got held up. But you know what?
So that was
Such is a part of Derby, and really that was a roaring success for Philly there for that last
that
jam.
was jam 21. That was the last jam of this first half. We've got our score at 24-8 so far. I think we might see a few more added for Fort Collins there right now. 131-116, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Big shout out to my hometown, Smoky Mountain. All of them are right now at home watching, and I just want to send all my love out to you guys. Love you, Disaster. Love you, Jackie. Love you, Bully. I've been so happy. Thank you, guys.
All right, we are back for the second half of the final game of this Junior Roller Derby Association Championship Tournament.
Yes, it is still Philly versus Foco.
It is still Philly versus Foco. This is the open gender final for the gold and silver first and second place. Philly scoring 24 points on the last jam. Foco scoring 12. Philly taking over that lead, 131 to 120. Nobody's really in too much penalty trouble. Let's go ahead and show you guys that. So for Philly right now, we've got a total of 11 penalties for the first half. So honestly, very clean. We've had 3 jammer penalties. 1 by No Gus, No Glory, and 2 by Smashy Obea, who was a pivot turned jammer. So got 2 as the jammer. And then Foco with 4 jammer penalties, all gone to Slim Skady, all cut track calls. Really interesting, Foco's got more of a traditional. They got at least a 3 jammer rotation happening here between Slim Skady, Peter Pans, and Rubik's Dude, and Philly choosing to jam Nia Callahan, Tenacious K, No Gus, No Glory, and Beasting, but Gus has pretty much gone out every other, with the other jammers kind of interspersed. Go ahead and tell me about points, Pinky.
So once you pull that up here and we can take a look at it together, our point spread has actually been pretty even as shown by our close score here. There has been, like I said, points per jam have been picked up by both teams for most jams. If you want to throw that up there, we can take a look at this. There has been only 5 jams that Philly has not scored any points, and only 4 jams that Foco has not scored any points. However, Philly has had 6 jams Philly hasn't scored any points. However, Philly does have the more of the standout high point jams here, with the highest of the game being 24 points. Philly is doing a good job picking up a lead more consistently than Foco is. I think a lot of that is thanks to Gus.
Mm-hmm.
However, they are picking up lead, but the other jammer is making it out like maybe 10 seconds behind them.
For sure, yeah.
So they're not like holding the other jammer much longer. They're just doing enough to get their jammer through for lead.
They're not all Gus though, because there is some in the
Yes.
there's some leads happening. There was a five lead streak, and then Foco got a lead. Philly picks up 2 more. And Foco definitely managing to score, even if they're not lead. So always getting some points, mainly because Philly chooses to run the jam. So they're giving up a little bit on the point differential there, but Foco is still managing to score. And that's why you see the score is what it is. It's 131 to 120 heading into the second half. We see No Gus, No Glory, and Rubik's Dude on the line. They do give each other a bit of a back pat there. So nice to see they're happy to be playing each other again. This is the third time these teams have met?
Yes.
4th?
This is the 3rd time in a row these 2 teams have faced off for the JRDA championship, and Philly has won all 3 times.
Okay, so this is a chance for Foco to take
Yes,
that
this
spot.
is the 4th year now that these 2 teams have faced off. And hopefully for Foco, this is going to, hopefully for Foco, this is going to be the year that they finally take down Philly for the championship gold medal for the JRDA Nationals. But like I said, Philly is in the lead right now by a whole 11 points.
So second half going to be pretty loud, huh?
Oh, for sure. I don't know how much you guys can see on the live stream, but it is packed. Their chairs are all full. People are sitting on the floor, ready to go.
All right, we are back. We've got No Gus, No Glory, and Rubik's Dude on the line for Philly and Foco, respectively. Gus looking for that inside line. Rubik's Dude looking maybe to follow Gus through, but Philly does adjust. We saw no pack. They moved very quickly to reform. Gus able to push that pack out and pack that lead, but Rubik's Dude again. It was a little too much movement, and he is able to get out on the initial.
Gus caught in a tripod now on turns 2. Rubik's Dude catches up. Both jammers are now in the pass on their first scoring pass. Looks like you got
a multiplayer block on a Foco blocker. We'll let you know when we see it. That is again on the captain, Reaper's Blade.
Looks like you got number 100 there from Foco. That's a Monster with a great catch there, running No Gus, No Glory back long enough for Rubik's Dude to actually pass him despite Philly having lead.
And every time we've seen Monster out here, if there's a jammer, Monster is there.
Mm-hmm.
Monster is
there
always
they are
there.
now. Monster paired with the pivot from Foco, holding back
That is
Gus.
Hey.
He does finally make it through there, and both jammers are on their second scoring pass. 45 seconds left in the jam.
So Gus is your lead jammer again. You're seeing Philly choose to run the jams most of the time.
That is the strategy they have definitely chosen for this. Bit of a difference from earlier in this tournament. We've been seeing a lot of one-and-done jams.
A direction call on Monster.
Here comes both jammers now on their 3rd scoring pass. Gus makes it through first for the 12 points and then calls the jam. That does bring Philly up 4 points on Foco. Oh, no.
Well.
Foco was able to pick up those 4 points last second as well. That is a 12-12 jam. Nope. Okay, I was right. 12-8 jam, 4 points up for Philly.
Yeah, so this game is happening so fast. I feel like we do have to wait a little bit before we say any scores there. We just wait for the scoreboard to update. We get excited.
I jumped the gun. Get so excited.
But yeah, I mean, between the jam refs and the scorekeeping table, you know, and the fast play, we
give
always
them a
have to
minute
make
sure
sure
everything's
we don't know the
looking good.
points until the next jam starts.
Yes.
So B Sting on the line up against Peter Pants for Foco.
Tight pack here.
Very tight.
But not tight enough to hold Peter Pants back. There he goes with the lead for Foco. But again, like we've been seeing, the other jammers getting out only a quarter track behind.
And here comes B Sting. That is 3-3-7-7.
Yes.
We've also got a 3-7 Holly Block at the captain. So for Philly, so don't get too
Power
confused
jam.
there. Wow. Okay, so a power jam in favor of Fort
Foco.
Collins, and Peter Pants is the lead jammer.
Yes, he takes 4 points and then just calls it there. Looks like he's looking for a power start going into the next jam. B Sting is in the box.
And with Philly running away a little bit, Foco is going to have to try to take advantage of this power jam. And number 999.
And that
4-3 jam. Illegal contact.
yes, that's an illegal contact penalty. Sorry, it took me a minute to find him on the spreadsheet
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So with that, I would say like 25 seconds left on this power start here, and Foco's making the most of it. There goes Slim Skady with the lead. Only 10 seconds into the jam. It's coming around now, hitting your Philly tripod. Blocker's coming in clutch. There he goes
some
through again.
Nice passive offense by the pivot. That is Hey.
Hey, a 5-star pivot on the track today. All right, B Sting is back on the track, has taken the star off of her helmet. I am not sure if she's intending to pass it or just keeping a hand on it. Yes, but we don't need to see. Oh, penalty.
Oh, a cut track.
The fifth cut track penalty on Slim Skady while jamming.
Okay,
This
so
might be Foco's biggest weakness here. I'm going to be completely
honestly,
honest. It is Slim Skady's cut track penalties.
if you get 5 of them, that's not
And
ideal.
Not even very far into the game.
So B Sting still has the star, working on the initial big pile up going into
pile up.
turn 3. I see people putting their hands up, but somebody's going to go to the box for that. That is 180 heading to the box on a back block.
Yes. And there's a successful start pass from Philly. Pippa Raygun is your new jammer. She's coming around for her first scoring pass. Only 43 seconds left in the jam, and this jam will go the full time. In the meantime, Slim Skady has made it out. Let's see if he can make it the rest of the jam without getting another cut penalty. I mean, there he goes for 4 more points. That's 8 now on the board for Foco. But
And
Pippa
Philly only managing to score 4 during that power jam.
Yes. Oh, 444 going for a last-minute block. Does not land it, and Slim Skady is through for another 12 points. Oh, but it looks like they're 1776.
Kraken.
Kraken running back.
Wow.
Pippa Raygun giving Slim Skady the opportunity to make it through the pack a 4th time for 16 points at the end of that jam.
So we did see a star pass to Pippa Raygun as the pivot.
Yes, and
Got
she-
some points still
Yeah,
for Philly,
A
8
good
points.
job there. She managed to pick up never made it out of the pack, but did get all 4 points from the blockers on that pass.
So 16-8 jam. Foco not overtaking. But again, guys, this is a 6-point game now. Philly at 154, Foco 148. We've got 2 of the Foco players sitting on 5 penalties. So 5 of those are Slim Skady as the jammer. 5 cut
Yes,
track calls.
that
And then
is-
Monster, who's been doing a lot of pivoting.
Yes, Monsters that
5.
Blocker wrote telling you about. She's doing a great job staying back on those jammers, but not a great job keeping it clean while she does that. It does
Yeah.
look like a good mix of penalties here.
And we have seen the stripe removed from Monster. I don't know that Monster's going to be wearing that pivot hat again now that she's got 5 penalties. We see
Yes.
Scary Poppins now with the stripe for Fort Collins. And they have
Yes.
sent out No Gus, No Glory, and Rubik's Dude.
Yes, our pack moving backwards on the
6.
whistle here, backing up on. They know these guys, they have speed, and so the blockers are not letting them get any of that up.
Pivot, Bad Blood,
Yes,
really
that's-
sinking nice and low on Rubik's Dude. They know if they can
Yes.
stay under all that power is going to be taken away. And it is No Gus, No Glory is your lead jammer for Philly.
Yes, it does look like there's one Foco blocker in the box right now, so that the light pack, Gus is definitely making the most out of it. And that was number 37 there. Holly Blockett with some great offense there to have Gus through the pack for 4 points. Rubik's Dude finally makes it through on initial, just skirting by that tripod.
I don't think this pack has moved out of that straightaway where the jam line is.
No, it has not.
The whole jam, we're almost a minute in.
Yes, Gus is now on his second scoring pass, and Rubik's Dude is still working on the first one. But there he goes. He's running down the outside line, skirts past that final blocker, and is through for 4 points. Followed by Gus after he downs your Foco pivot with a hard hit. Penalty box is now empty, always good to see.
So again, Foco being allowed to score. I mean, obviously this is very hard. We're at like 40 seconds left in this jam. Gus has only picked up 8 points so far, just showing you how evenly matched these teams are.
Yes.
Rubik's Dude held in the back by this tripod. Pack is being forced to bridge and test the limits of pack definition.
Yes, and it breaks though, because there goes
There
Gus.
we
The
go.
blockers forced to give him up. He's on 12 points now. Running it has been paying off. It is an interesting tactic. I found most teams tend to go for the 4 and done, but honestly, Philly is not holding the Foco jammer long enough after Gus gets lead to pull off a 1 and done.
And I think bleeding 4 points is usually okay. I see
Yes.
there's a lot of tolerance for that. 8 points is pushing it, but if it looks like they're going to get more than 8, usually you'll see people call it off.
Yes, because I mean, Foco was held on that second scoring pass. Only took 3 points on it, so 7 points for Foco on that one and 20 for Philly. So you know
Wow.
what?
13 up.
I talk all I want about strategy, but you really cannot be a 13-point jam.
No, it's still pretty good. I'll give you that. 174, 155, just under 22 minutes left in this final.
Yes, I talk a whole lot of strategy about these teams for having not won the national championship 3 years
Well,
in a
that's
row.
why we give us the microphone. So Foco also sitting on 24 penalties so far. Philly on 13. So Philly's going up there, but they've got to keep it clean if they want to keep that lead.
Yes. And here's Peter Pants now jamming for Foco against Nia Callahan. He takes a quick lead where Nia is stuck at the back of a tripod there. Well, now he is stuck in a tripod, but on the first scoring pass versus initial. Tight pack here, not a lot of motion, actually. We've had a lot of very turbulent packs, so the slow, controlled ones are a fun change of pace, very reminiscent of the female game from earlier today. It does look like we have a Philly blocker headed out of the box. Maybe they're what we need to break this pack up and get a jammer through.
Yeah, that was Holly Blockett with a forearm.
Yes. Looks like you got your Philly pivot 26 bracing a strong tripod against Peter Pants, giving Callahan the opening she needs to finish the initial.
Yep,
And
Peter
there's
Pan's
the
gonna
call of that
it.
jam right as she's coming up to score points. That's the kind of one and done where you pick up 4 points and call it before the other jammer hits the pack. And you know what? It works. It brought Foco up 4 points. But again, I mean, Philly running it was able to get 13 points in the last jam.
Yes.
So,
And only 4 in this one.
yeah, I think, man, I'm going to be honest. I think Philly's whole gameplay really comes down to Gus.
Yeah, they definitely are very reliant on this one jammer. And you know what? That is working for them right now, but there are definitely plenty of scenarios and teams where that's not going to work.
Yes.
And here we are back again. No Gus, no Glory back on the line for Philly. We'll see up against Slim Skady again, who's sitting on 5 cut track penalties. So hopefully we'll be able to keep it clean. Gus,
Yes.
a rare recycle to the inside.
Yes.
And Slim Skady taking that lead status over No Gus, no Glory.
And that was a Hyper who's doing a great job sticking on Gus and keeping him running back. Gus is still in pack on initial, while Slim Skady pushing to the front on the first scoring pass. Both jammers are kind of trapped in a basket on the inside line here. Let's see if we're going to be able to break this pack up before the clock ticks down too much. Ooh, there it goes. Slim Skady getting run back by 180. Oh, 180 actually off to the box with the penalty. That's eye roll. Did you catch what penalty that was?
It is a low block.
Low block. I don't know how you see these things. That is some impressive game awareness you have there.
Let's just say I do a lot of this.
Well, Slim Skady is now has finished his first scoring pass and is working on the second, while Gus is still fighting for initial. You got 0-4.
This is the hardest time Gus has had this entire game.
It has. That was 0-4 there. Insanity from your white team. An incredible job holding Slim Skady back there for the precious couple seconds that they need to have a successful star pass from Philly. Bad Blood as the new jammer.
Okay.
And they're stuck in the pack on their first scoring pass. And Slim Skady, though, lapping it there. That's 12 points for Skady.
And we might have ourselves a lead change, guys.
Yes, Bad Blood just did a great job juking out Monster there to pick up 4 points for Philly.
Slim Skady determined to keep going.
Yes, he's through the pack again. 16 points now. 10 seconds left. If he can make another pass, he just might bring Foco.
Well, now everybody's
into the
running
lead.
it, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah, they see it. They see the clock.
So this is, I think, the first star pass Gus has done.
Ooh!
Oh, gosh.
An absolutely crazy sternum strike from Monster.
It seemed like it was an
Good.
assist.
I don't know. That was
Wow.
a rough hit.
That was a rough hit.
I would not blame Bad Blood if she wants to sit a couple jams after
Dude,
taking
really?
that kind of strike to the sternum.
Did you have to do that?
Yes. So, you know, we've been talking a lot about Slim Skady's cut penalties while jamming, but you know what?
I think he just
put
made up
10
for
points
it.
on the board for
Yeah.
Foco.
And honestly, guys, this is now a 5-point game again. Tenacious K sent out up against Rubik's Dude. So Gus finally going to get a little bit of a break here. Rubik's Dude in the back with that punishing Philly tripod. We talk a lot about the jammers, but Philly's defense is nothing to sneeze at, and that is the other part of the reason why they are up. Rubik's Dude having a bit of a struggle. They had to reform the pack, move up a little bit. Tenacious K looking for the way through. We do see that pivot playing some offense. That I want to say is Pippa Ray Gun. We got our lead jammer status.
Oh,
yes.
Just barely
Nice and clean,
survived a
Tenacious
hit from
K.
a Foco blocker. Lead jammer for Philly. Only 40 seconds into the jam.
It'd be like that. So Rubik's Dude, again, not allowed on the initial yet. Tenacious K here on a scoring pass.
Ooh, gets bumped out by 68 from Foco. That's Firecracker there. But Rubik's Dude there
Okay, through.
picks up 4 points and calls the jam off because
Might as well.
Yeah, Rubik's Dude did make initial there right at the very end, so I think she saw that and was like, nope, we're not doing this again. Ends that jam there. 4 points for Philly, 0 for Foco, bringing us to a 9-point game now.
So, yeah, shout out to Pippa Ray Gun for the offense there. That definitely was instrumental in getting Tenacious K that lead status. And, again, a 9-point game. A 9-point game. Philly 184, Foco 175, 16 minutes left. We are going to have Philly on a, it looks like, yep, an official review called by Philly.
Yes, we got
Foco. Just kidding.
Foco has an official review. I didn't see anything that I would have assumed.
Honestly, everything is happening very quickly. I think
Yes.
officials have had a hard time this weekend. And if anybody's missing calls, they're missing calls for
Yes.
both of the
Other-
teams that they're
Yes.
officiating. So I think that the standard of reffing has been very high this weekend. And it's always good for a bench to see what they can get. You know, if they can get somebody in the box, cool.
They can get someone out of the
if they
box,
get someone out,
even
I
cooler.
mean, there's nobody in the box right now, so I think this is going to be hopefully maybe trying to get something on Tenacious K, but we will see. And let's go ahead and show you some pictures while we wait. Wow, wow, wow. So you can see the story of the second half in points here. Yep.
All right, and it looks like the coaches and captains have finished talking to the officials and are now talking as teams here. You know, you got to have your team to have your back, and I know my team certainly does here.
Who do you play for, Pinky?
I play for Tomorrowland Junior Roller Derby up in Tacoma, Washington, and right now, most of them are all together here actually having a watch party for this. So
10 out of 10.
thanks, guys. I love you. I wouldn't be here without you. And now officials are breaking. Is that good news?
We shall see. They're going to tell the house announcers, and then we'll listen for that, and we will tell you. So it doesn't look like anybody's going to the box right now. Well, they're still telling. There's a little bit of a timing to this. So 184, 175.
Yes. Eventually, we will find out what the official review is about.
Eventually.
Looks like the house announcers are discussing it before they tell it to everyone.
Nobody is in the box. So they asked for the initial not to be awarded to Philly. They say that this points shouldn't have been scored, but the refs did not agree with that, so Philly keeps their points and they lose the review. However, Peter Pan's now taking up lead jammer status for Fort Collins.
Yes, Gus stuck in a tripod here. He's facing off with Monster now, trying to push him over the outside line.
Okay, a multiplayer assessed to Scary Poppins. And the captain for Philly picking up an illegal position.
Ooh, that was
and a forearm
penalty on number 4, Insanity from Philly. Has that blocker in the box, and Peter Pants coming around for a second scoring pass. Gus getting hit out and run back. He is still on initial. You know, we were saying having one jammer do half your jamming.
Illegal, so a forearm assessed
full box
to Hyper, and Monster picking up another penalty. An illegal position, I believe. That is number 6 for Monster.
Yes, very full box there for a minute, but light pack means for fast passes for both of these jammers.
They're both scoring.
Yes, Gus just finished the first. Peter Pants just finished the third. Unfortunately for Peter Pants, it looks like those 2 Philly blockers made it out of the box faster than his did. And so he might try to want to run this jam down so he doesn't have to go into the next jam with only 2 blockers. Nope, he's going to call it, though. That was 2 points for Gus on that last pass, and a full 4 points for, 2 points for Peter Pants, and a full 4 points for Gus, bringing us to 8 points on that jam for Philly, and 14 points on that jam for Foco. And Foco is going to be starting this next one with 2 blockers in the box.
Rough.
However, they're both standing, so they should be out of the box in a matter of seconds. It just goes down to the 2 blockers that Foco has being able to hold them for long enough.
14-8 jam, 189 to 192. Again, a 3-point game now, 14 minutes on the clock. We have a team timeout called by Philly. And again, jammer penalties have seemed to have stopped for now. Both teams sitting on... Nope, Slim Skady sitting on 5. But Peter Pan's, Rubik's Dude, they've been clean. Again, they're going with that 3 jammer rotation. Gus has only gotten the 1.
Yes, it does. Gus says
Tenacious K, nice and clean.
Ooh, always fun to see.
Nice and clean. And Bee Sting sitting on 1. But otherwise clean. Nia Callahan also clean. So
yes, it's been a good game so far, for sure.
Not too wild. 4 jammer penalties for Foco, 5 for Foco, 4 for Philly. And Foco sitting on 28 total for the game so far. Philly much cleaner at 16. But again, this is a 3-point game, and Foco's doing all these penalties. You know, that just tells you the strength of that team and that defense and having a very even, consistent jammer core. So
yes, Gus has had a rough last 2 jams. He lost points on both of them, but he's out on the line for Philly once again.
And, you know, everybody's having a good game. But, again, if Foco wins this, it'll definitely because the defense is just as good as Philly's, and their jammer core is a lot more evenly skilled.
Yes.
So here we are now. No Gus, no glory. Picking up that lead for Philly. Pinky, take it away.
Yes, he just needed that timeout break there, and he's back and going for it. Slim Skady is the jammer here for Foco, and he makes it through on initial. Right as Gus makes it through for the first 4 points of that jam. Gus here stuck in a tripod at the back of the pack now. Or sorry, he's stuck at the front of the pack, and Slim Skady is stuck in a tripod at the back of the pack. Gus is on the second scoring pass and has lead. Slim Skady is still working on that first scoring pass. There he goes. He just has to pass 444 from Philly. Smashiopia, and he does for 4 points. Both jammers now on their second scoring pass. Gus here fighting up against 777 Hyper from Foco. Now a tripod has formed up in front of him.
A multiplayer assessed to 777. That is Hyper. So that's number 5 for Hyper.
They're really making Gus work for this second scoring pass here. Still stuck behind an incredible Foco tripod. Looks like there is 37 off to the box.
Yep.
Did you catch that one, Chai?
That was an illegal position.
All right, and there goes Slim Skady picking up another 4 points as he's coming through the pack. Gus here and Slim both on their third scoring pass. Gus flies past that one on the inside of turn number 2 for 4. Ooh, and Slim Skady jumps it for another 4 for Foco. We're at 16-16 now, I think, once these points add up on the scoreboard. 7 seconds left. Can Slim Skady catch up for another 4 points?
Okay, another multi-assessed at the end of the jam. Who's the lucky skater?
Oh, that's 777 Hyper. That's the sixth
number
penalty for Hyper.
6. So we've got 2 blockers on 6 for Fort Collins and Slim Skady on 5, but I think he's done. He hasn't had anything since the third jam. We've got 11:45 on the clock. We're only 9 jams in, so definitely much longer jams than in the first half.
Yes, Philly has been taking the strategy of running it, and they are
Philly barely maintaining this lead.
Yes.
205, 201, both teams over 200. Philly was overtaken in that last jam and saved it with the last pass.
Yes. There goes
No-
Rubik's dude.
No earned pass, though.
So not lead, but still coming around, ready to score.
Beasting.
There goes Beasting. Also does not get lead.
star.
It took the star off.
Okay, defense, let's go.
This will be a minute, 36 seconds left till this jam ends. There goes Rubik's dude picking up the points. Ooh, we got your Foco pivot, and then
Yep.
pairing up with number 3, Spilla, teaming up to run Beasting back. Rubik's dude now
Ooh,
fighting on the third pass. Both jammers fighting on their third pass here.
a cut. Who's getting that cut? Up, a pivot.
Foco pivot.
That is Seek and Destroy. That is 5 for Seek and Destroy.
Man, you were right. Go
Okay.
defense. The defense has been going.
Honestly, these teams are very evenly matched on defense.
Yes,
and
there's Rubik's dude running back quite a ways, just trying to get past this tripod. And there goes Beasting,
Kraken.
finishing the second scoring pass after lapping 1776 Kraken from Foco.
very nice Kraken. Very smart skating.
Yes.
Very good positional blocking.
Yes.
We see
Ooh, Rubik's dude, though, with a sneak attack on the outside
Ooh.
line.
4 points.
Both jammers now on the third scoring pass. 20 seconds left.
And this could be a 0-0 jam, basically. We did see the captain, Holly Blockett, go back to the box for her
Oh.
4th penalty.
Yes, and there
jump.
goes Rubik's dude, though, 12 points. He has 8 seconds. Can he make it to the pass again? Because Beasting is behind him on 12. Beasting's not going to make it, but he might be able to. Looks like the blockers got smart, ran the pack there at the last minute. Oh, he caught up, though.
There's 2.
2 points. So that was a 2-point jam for
Fast,
Foco.
fast jammer's going to go fast.
Yes.
So, okay, Foco wins the jam, but not lead. 14-12 jam. 2-point game, 217 to 215.
Yes, last year's game was a 1-point game, and
The defense is good, but the defense is getting tired.
yes, everyone's getting tired.
And choosing to run these jams, no matter, this was a 2-minute jam, so what are you going to do? But we
Yeah.
got No Gus, No Glory back on the lineup against Peter Pants, and that is going to be Peter Pants taking a lead.
If he gets a single scoring pass, he's going to pull his team into the lead.
We'll see.
Gus is right behind him. Is he going to get one and call it, or
We can't
go
call it
for
a...
the run it?
Yeah, no, they're saying to run it. Everybody's
They're
saying to run
running
it.
it.
Even the crowd is saying to run it.
And, it works for both teams and
Ooh.
also neither teams, because
Okay.
they're neck and neck when they exit the pack and hitting each other over and over again. That calls
Ah,
Peter Pants to just call it
no
4-4.
points. So 2-point game still.
Ooh, Gus thinks
team
he should have gotten
time.
a point at the end of that one, I
Well,
think. He's
you
holding
do
up,
keep scoring through the first set of 4 whistles, so maybe so.
maybe, but he's holding that up for everyone to see, like, point for me.
Maybe so. So, 2-point game, it remains. 8:25 on the clock, team timeout called by Philly. They've got 1 team timeout and their official review yet. Fort Collins has yet to use a team timeout. Foco also sitting on 6 penalties for 2 of their blockers, 5 for another blocker, and 5 for one of their jammers. So penalties are starting to be a problem. Philly sitting on 19 penalties for the game so far. Foco on 33 And again, this is still a 2-point game with 8:25 to go. Like this is going to go to the last jam.
Yes.
Last jam.
It's very reminiscent of
Time
last year's championship
Time management and
game.
jammer penalties. Like
Yes.
that's going to be it.
Yeah, by the way, this is a random plug, you guys, but I've said it like so many times on this tournament, but if you have not watched the championship game between these two teams from last year, you gotta watch it. The ending to that game remains to be the craziest ending to a game I've ever seen. Even though that championship may be a year old as of now, it's worth the watch for sure. All right, and it looks like we're wrapping up with the timeout here now. Gus jamming for Philly, still going up against, I think that's Rubik. Slim Skady.
Yep. That is Slim Skady.
All right, I don't know what I think, man. This is a good
You
game.
know, I mean, in Slim Skady maybe not knocked out. We saw some people try to do a little bit of a run back there.
But
Slim
he's
Skady
through.
finding a way through on the inside line.
Good jammer for Foco, and Gus is still solidly in the back of the pack. Can he bring Foco into the lead? It's coming around to try that now. Does get hit out, little wobble on the line. Caught behind a strong Philly tripod now has Gus going through. His team's helping him out. Great job clearing the inside line. He's through. He calls it.
They want that lead change. They're not going to run it because they want that lead change.
Yes. I don't know if you guys can hear the crowd, but they were so loud I can't even hear myself think. Philly 221, Foco 223 with 7 minutes left on the clock. Philly has won the last 3 in a row. Can Foco take the win this time? Quick little graphic here for you guys, looking at the points and the lead.
So Foco having a lot more success with multi-pass jams. Nia Callahan back on the line for Philly. Rubik's Dude for Foco, but it's going to be Nia Callahan taking that lead jammer status.
This is
Rubik's Dude done with the initial. We are going to see a no-earn pass on one of the blockers, but it is number 04 going to the box. That is Insanity. Nia Callahan coming through on a scoring pass. Rubik's Dude finally out with a roll. That's allowed. We'll allow it.
first 4
Oh,
points of
caught
the
on a
jam
hip.
to Foco.
So Rubik's Dude now out here on a scoring pass. Nia Callahan,
Yeah, their Rubik's Dude goes hit out and
I
run
don't-
back by eye roll.
I don't know about those points right now.
I thought he was on initial.
Yeah, I don't think that's correct. But
No,
Nia Callahan is through. 4 points to Philly. Rubik's Dude should be on the first scoring pass. And hasn't finished the first scoring pass, so I don't think he's...
Interesting jam here,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
that-
Right
I
now,
think all of the coaches are going to have questions about this. We're seeing some
yes.
things.
Luckily, Philly has that official review still, so they can call it if they need.
Well, it's okay to go ask a question
Yes.
about the points there.
Yes, and there you
I
can see
don't-
Coach walking out onto the track, confronting the referees.
Right. I don't know. So Foco, again, lead by maybe 2 points. We'll just have to see what happens. I don't know that was
Yes.
correct. I think that was
Yes.
maybe an early award to Foco, but I thought that was the first scoring pass for Rubik's Dude.
Mm-hmm. Either if they don't change the points, though, that was a null jam for the
Honestly,
two teams,
though,
7-7.
If they don't change the points, this is what both of these teams deserves. They're keeping it this close. No Gus, no Glory back on the line with Peter Pants.
Looks like they did not change the points.
No. Gus is your lead jammer.
But Peter Pants right on him. Philly tripod taking the back here. Gus crouching low to drive him forward.
And Philly's ready for that. They figured out how to stay low on these tall jammers. So Gus, again, having the same problem, is getting a little bit of offensive assistance from Captain Holly Blockett.
Yes.
Needed now this late in the game.
Yes, strong blocking here, strong tripods. I guess it took taking us to the 2 championship games to see the best that junior roller derby blocking has to offer.
So Scream, the pivot for Foco with the recycle on Gus.
Oh,
there he goes.
Peter Pants may not have lead, but he has the first 4 points on the board. Gus takes a hit out, calls the jam there.
Also getting all 4.
Okay, so another Knoll Jam, 4-4, 2-point different, and less than 5 minutes left in the game.
Good gracious. So
This-
we haven't had any penalty. Nah, we had a penalty in Jam 13. I was like, we haven't had any penalties in a while, but no, we have. We've had 2.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We're doing
a
good.
track cut on Scream. And a forearm on our friend Insanity.
Yes.
Be staying on the line with Slim Skatey. So pretty well matched jammers.
Yes, Sims Gady's at the back of the pack right now. A Philly tripod holding him down. He's really driving him forward there, but so is Beasting. Oh, Beasting takes the hit out in between turns run into and run back towards that Philly tripod. That's what Slim Skady needed.
Illegal position to Captain Reaper's blade and lead to
Yes.
Foco.
All right, Slim Skady coming around. Can he further his team's lead? 2 more strong tripods, but blocker from Foco is standing in the box. Are they going to be able to come out and give him the edge he needs? He doesn't need it. There he goes for 4 points, but Beasting successfully passes that star off to Bad Blood, 26. The pivot who has taken, I think, 3 star passes now. Gus hits a tripod, spins inside of it, then calls the jam. That was a very good, very clean 3 points at the last minute there.
Just a few, though. I mean, again, this is a lead, but it's nothing. It's nothing. So
yes.
team timeout called now.
But, I mean, 7 points could be everything that you need in 2 minutes. But, I mean, Philly could get 7 points, too. This is a really close game. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. It is
Yes.
Philly 232 to Foco 241.
Philly using their last team timeout. They still have a clock stoppage. They still have an OR that they can use as a timeout or maybe to do something about it. Foco not used a single team timeout, but I think this is typical for them. They tend to not use those team timeouts. They want to push that momentum as much as they can for the whole game. I think that's part of their success, honestly. And again, Philly has come from behind to win this game before. This is a 9-point lead. This is nothing. This is 1 jammer penalty. This is 1 lead status. This is, defense not letting things go on.
Mm-hmm. But this is...
The crowd's getting louder and louder.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear the crowd, but you would be energized if you could. It is Gus, and it is Rubik's Dude here lining up. It does look like we got a bit of time added back onto the clock there, so it's 2:55 left instead of 2:35.
Okay, interesting. Extra 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are, no Gus, no glory, back on the line. Rubik's Dude for Foco.
Rubik's Dude is doing a good job breaking the blockers apart, but not as good as Gus. There he goes with a lead for Philly.
Rubik's Dude still looking for this initial as Gus hits that pack hard, knocks out one of his own blockers. Rubik's Dude completing the initial. And we've got number 7, 4777. Hyper will not be allowed to return to the track.
And there goes Gus. Another 4-point pass there. It's coming around now on the second scoring pass. Rubik's Dude is still fighting on the first.
And that is number 7 for Monster, who will also not be allowed to return to the track. That is a high block.
2 Foco players fouling out in the same jam here. This might be just what Philly needs.
I mean, it's definitely helpful.
There he goes. Philly back into the lead with another 4-point pass.
There's your lead change. And guys, we've only got 1:45 on the clock, 50 seconds left in this jam.
Oh, Rubik's Dude hitting Gus out and running them back. I think he has the 4 points from his pass. So that does put Foco 1 point ahead of Philly. He might be trying to waste time on the clock for the rest of this jam.
I mean, go ahead and waste time. There's still going to be another jam.
There is, but I mean, I think that's the strategy currently being used.
We do see the Philly pivot running after
Yes.
Rubik's Dude.
That is Bad Blood there trying to catch him. 2 jammers back on the track still. Gus taken up to the front. Philly at the back. Gus is through for another 4 points.
So
It's coming.
Foco left with only 2 blockers on the track to stop Gus. It's not going to be enough.
No
20-point
points
jam.
for Philly. A minute left on the clock.
Okay.
That
Wow.
I'm going to be completely honest. I do not know what Foco was thinking, putting 2 players with 6 out on the track at the same time.
I mean, they've also been very effective players for the whole game,
They
but
have.
that's
But
a risk. It's a risk. High
Th-
risk, high reward. So only going to get 3 on that last pass. But 19-4 jam in favor of Philly. 40 seconds on the period clock.
Foco needs
50.
the jam of their dreams to take this game.
And they need to not get any more penalties.
But if not, Philly, I think you just might be taken.
We'll see. Don't call it. Don't call it. It
Right.
ain't over till it's
Right.
over.
It's
And this
not over
this
yet.
is absolutely going to the last jam. This is nothing. This is a 6-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
6-point
oh,
lead.
man.
This is the final, guys.
Yeah.
Ah.
The crowd, they're standing, they're leaning.
Everybody is standing.
They're cheering.
Guys, you got to stay out of the ref lane. Foco finally using one of their team timeouts.
Ooh.
All right.
I mean, realistically, if this jam runs 49 seconds, we could have another jam after it, too. You only need 1 second to call that timeout and pause the period clock.
We'll see what happens. Official review. Oh. Used as a team. So Philly is using their last clock stoppage as a timeout.
I think that means that they're thinking this is going to be the last jam.
I mean, it's a thought.
Philly needs at least 2 scoring passes, so that probably would take over 50 seconds.
Foco needs 2 scoring passes.
Foco needs 2 scoring passes. So
I mean, and they've sent out no Gus, no Glory again against
Slim Skady.
Slim Skady.
If he gets a cut penalty, it might be over for
who's been
Foco.
having a very successful game,
Yes, he's doing significantly better in the second half on those.
but still sitting on 5 track cuts. So, you know, choices.
Yes. And Philly, by the way, is the most that their players have is 4. They have 3 players sitting at 4. However, I would even go to say most of their players have 1 or none.
Yeah, correct. So, yeah, that's the story here. Philly roller derby, 21 penalties for the whole game so far. Foco for 37. Guys, we're looking at most likely the last jam. Philly has no more clock stoppages left. Foco has 2 team timeouts left. And we're going to let this one breathe for a second. We're just going to let y'all watch this and enjoy it for a second. We know who's been sent out. And it's Slim Skady.
Lead jammer for Foco. Gus held behind an entire tripod, and a Philly blocker just joined him to give them pack.
We are losing a Foco pivot to the box on a track cut.
Gus bouncing on this line here. Slim
He
Skady.
knows he can't mess this
Still
up.
skating. 20 seconds left on the period clock. Gus is through for initial. Gus going through. They're calling it right there. That was 4 points to Foco, 0 to Philly. There's a 2-point difference, and Foco is calling that timeout.
Yeah,
One more
they've
jam.
got those clock stoppages. One more jam.
One more
There's
jam.
no way there's another jam after this, but again, a 2-point game.
Oh, this is insane.
This is the final. Guys, this is the final
Yes.
open division. We've got the female division winner. We are waiting to find out the winner here. We're adding time to the clock. You can see this at home, obviously, 16 seconds now. Gonna have jam number 18 as Foco uses one more team timeout. I sincerely doubt there can be another jam after this, but you know what?
Yes, and
honestly.
And neither team has an official review to challenge once the jam has ended. So what happens in this jam is what happens into this jam. And we are going in to the final jam of our JRDA Open Gender National Championships. Philly 251, Foco 249.
Gus once again sent out for Philly. And Peter Pants sent out for Fort Collins.
All right, this is it, you guys. We got a pivot for Philly in the box.
Pack advantage, Philly.
Philly for Foco in the box.
Yeah, pack
Philly
advantage
has
to
that
Philly.
pack advantage. This is it, guys. Buckle up.
And they've sent out I Roll, Bad Blood, Holly Block, and Smash Yopea. for Philly. Solid blockers.
There goes Gus,
Oh
lead
my
jammer
gosh.
for Philly. You can see him. He's celebrating. He's cheering. He has
Oh
called
my
it.
God. So Foco rolled the dice.
They rolled it and Philly took it. He knew they're 2 points ahead. He is not risking losing them. He has called it there. Celebrations from Philly on the track. It is still our unofficial score, so wait a few seconds here for this to be finalized.
That is roller best of one roller to come out last 10. Strategy is everything. Points on the board, time on the board is everything. Congratulations to both these teams.
All right, friends, that's it. Your winner, again,
Is Philly 251.
Philly Roller Derby Juniors All-Stars.
An amazing game. 251 for Philly, 249 for Foco. They had a 1 point game last year, a 2 point game this year.
Wow.
Let's just say these two teams they're the champions of the championships with these edge of the seat games. An amazing watch from everyone. Again,
And of course, yes, congratulations to the Santa Cruz Derby Gromshells winning the female division. And now we know finally Philly will win again the open division at these Junior Roller
Yes.
Derby Association
Yes,
Championships.
one more time, your gold medal, first place in the nation champions for JRDA. That is Philly. And your silver medal, second place is Foco. What
All
an
right.
amazing game.
All right, Pinky, great call. We are going to sign off for a little bit. We'll be back live on the Junior Roller Derby Association YouTube channel with the awards ceremony stream once that is set up. So please stay tuned. That won't take too long. We'll have a few minutes to clear the track and get everything set up, and we will be back live. So leave those TVs on. We will be right back.
Yes,
My name is Chai Kilski.
And I'm Pinky Crusher, and it has been a great time with you.